Hello, welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is our Southampton Watchalong for the early kickoff. We are away. I'm Casey. I'm joined by Kieran, Ronaldo, and Steve.
I love how he's just robbed someone's McFlurry.
Just have the McFlurry. Ronaldo's just coming in and do that. So the match about to kick off. Just kicked off now. Teams. What we're thinking of teams. We've got De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, Young, McTominay, Pogba,
Juan Mata.
Juan Mata
as well. That's a surprise for me. I think a lot of us maybe, not really, maybe would have thought Angel Gomez may have been involved. There was a lot of outcries for him to get some game time today, especially Jesse Lingard last week, and the stats coming to light. I still rate Jesse Lingard. I know a lot of people don't. I think he's a huge asset to the squad, but no goals and assists in 2019?
That's not what he's here for, though.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
sick of this
But
thing,
do you not think from your attacking midfielder, you do need to have an output of goals and assists?
And that's his weakness.
Yeah. Which is but that's like a key component of being.
No, but he's predominantly picked in the bigger games. Yes or no?
True.
Yeah. Right? So you would expect his output of goals. If you look at Messi and Ronaldo's goals against the other big teams, it's not as high as it is against the middle of the table, middle of the road teams. But he's not picked for that.
But you think that the choice of Mata today shows that maybe he was thinking Crystal Palace were a bit hard to break down when they sat back. Maybe a player like Mata who can play that ball between the lines as well as added with Pogba is probably what we need to start playing a bit more, or we need to look for another player that can do that.
Well, it was the team I wanted to see basically against Palace because I knew they was going to be hard to break down. Southampton's an interesting one because they're very fluid in how they play. They don't really have a way where you go, oh, this is how you're going to beat Southampton. They're really inconsistent as well, which hopefully will play into our hands a little bit if we can get. I expect these to have quite a lot of the ball today. I think they're probably stronger than us in midfield, so I would like to see us break quickly. My worry is can Mata break quickly? But I think we've got quality on the ball with Pereira and Mata.
I mean, they haven't really got the pace today. I mean, the Redmond's obviously out with injury. They've brought in Sophie and Boufal, but they've got a couple more passes.
I'm surprised he's at Southampton. Wasn't he given? He was out on loan last season, wasn't he? Sophie and Boufal.
I think so. I think it's more that he wanted depth. I don't think he would have been on the bench if didn't. Is it Dinesh Pro? Oh,
He scored last week.
Yeah, he's also injured. So it's interesting. I mean, I think Ronaldo's obviously enjoying his McFlurry, so it's not. You want your McFlurry?
I'm fully invested in the game already.
If you get me my drink over.
As you can see, we've got McDonald's for lunch and.
It's not even. Is it,
the producers have got McDonald's for lunch.
You can see what everyone's orders are.
More of a late breakfast. Thank you.
That was my McFlurry, but I decided to give it to Kieran.
Much obliged as well.
Apparently, we also got drinks, but I'm not seeing them come over here.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Cheers, Alex.
Thank you. Lovely Fanta.
We've not got a terrible record here. We draw a lot here, don't we?
Yeah.
I think it's
haven't lost a Premier League game here since 2003.
How many do we win, though?
Quite a lot of them. But recently it's quite a few draws.
A lot of draws.
Game's not really settled down yet, though.
No.
Ashley?
There you go. Andreas Pereira starts, Lingard on the bench, Greenwood on the bench, Chong on the bench. So do you think this was the game that you would have expected to see Greenwood?
Well, I would have thought Well, he went through the back of him then, so that's going to be interesting to look at. But
VAR.
It's fucking Mike Dean as well. You just know for a fact he's going to do something to put his name in the headlines.
Yeah. No, we're just going to give.
So the fact was, it's like I feel like one of the most.
Oh, you got to
just play that through.
Marcus is still down in the box.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no, Vestergaard went through the back of him. I think one of the, last week when
he's in real pain there.
Greenwood comes on.
Well, look how bad the injury crisis is going to be there if that's another injury.
He does get the ball, but is that not? If you're given probably that as a free kick in the middle of the pitch, maybe.
Probably, yeah. It's reckless,
probably.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's going to
probably.
be interesting to see this.
It's a bit high as well.
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will.
No, it would have done already, I think.
So what do you think? I mean, obviously, what do you think of Greenwood starting on the bench?
I'm surprised, to be honest. I see a lot of people going, well, it's good because you're not putting the kid under pressure. Sorry, mate. Plays for Manchester United. You think coming off the bench is less pressure than starting for United? Is it bollocks? I also don't think that this kid feels the pressure of any of that. He just wants to play. He's probably more pissed off that he is on the bench than anything else.
I mean, you look at Andreas Pereira, and I always thought that they might give him a certain role so far this season, like maybe as the other midfielder next to Pogba or instead of Pogba in rotation. But he seems to be moving about the pitch again, like he was last times he's played. He's playing out wide like he did at Valencia. It's not really.
So just one of the comments we've got here. FTD also have McDonald's for their watch-along. Are they in the next room or something? No, actually.
They're miles away.
Not even in the same building.
Do you know what it probably is? It's probably the lack of things that are good that are open at 12 o'clock, really, or before 12 o'clock when we decide.
Oh,
to go.
Wan-Bissaka's
It's just
giving
easy.
it away.
And we got we're near Piccadilly. We got a McDonald's a couple of 100 meters away.
Yeah, 2-minute walk.
Devils are on Portland Street. They've got one literally 10 meters from their door. So
I don't think you can walk like anywhere nowadays and not being like
McDonald's
close
or
to
Greg's.
McDonald's.
McDonald's, Greg's, and Subway. Where are you? I'm near Subway. All right, which one?
Yeah.
One at Piccadilly. Which one? Isn't there two on Piccadilly Approach?
Yeah.
There's two Greg's on Piccadilly Approach.
There's fucking Greg's everywhere.
There's
That's
like,
the one thing
there's
I
like
realised.
3 Gregs within 50 meters of each other.
It's
Oh
insane.
my god, what have you just done, Maguire?
It's like the Dunkin' Donuts of England, because Dunkin' Donuts are on every... It's true, though. Dunkin' Donuts are on, like, every
remember
street
when
corner
I
in the
used to-
States.
when I-
Everywhere.
I used to live in Wembley.
Like the video, you fucking dicks.
Do that also. When I used to live in Wembley, the amount of Costa coffees that were ridiculous.
Everywhere,
like,
yeah.
There was one in the outlet. There was one on the way up to Wembley. There was one in
You lived in the stadium?
near the train. I went to uni in the stadium. That's
Oh.
And then there was a Costa
lovely
in the
bit of play.
stadium, so it was like there was a Costa everywhere. You couldn't walk like more than 2 feet without a Costa, and there was like 3 Starbucks as well.
Brilliant. Pogba
yeah, I was
driving
gonna say.
forward, links up well with Matt and with Matt.
Oh, ref, come on.
This guy's quite aggressive.
He's lanky.
This Vestergaard
Again.
gets stuck in.
He's wearing a shoelace like Joe.
Something to be said. Oh, who's that? Dan James.
James.
Brilliant little run there.
And
Mike's gone the big.
He looks so much less limited on the left.
Dan James.
Yeah.
That's where he played for Swansea,
Mate,
wasn't
that's a good ball. Maguire's dealt with it nice, though.
Oh, Lindelof.
Right,
he? You know that's Maguire. Look at those black boots on him.
Fucking tell he's miles away.
It is miles away, the TV.
It is a big telly we're watching it on, though.
But usually you've got Benny stood in the way at the same time.
Get your questions and comments in, and share the video as well. I think we might be giving away a mug today. We're giving away a mug on Monday anyway for Howson's Brew. But best comment that we see it shared with. So give it a tweet, tag Stretford Paddock in the best comment that we see. We'll give a mug away for. Have we done a tweet actually? Have we done a tweet with a watch-along on? Let's do that, shall we? Score predictions. Get your score predictions in the comments. Let's see what score you guys think it's going to be. What's everyone going for here? I think a draw's probably very likely. 2-2 I was thinking in my head when I went for the plus 3 points.
I always assume United Southampton games with 2-2 for some reason. There seems to be a lot of scorelines like that.
I'm going to 3-1.
I'm going
I
1.
think they'll score. As I just
Oh,
my
Southampton
goodness.
going
I
so
think
close,
nearly fucking
Buffa.
scored.
Yeah, I'm
This
going
is right.
2-1 United.
I'm definitely keeping with the fact that they might score.
Yeah,
So-
definitely 100. We don't keep clean sheets.
I'd say 1-1.
There was a stat there. Jeez, you got to back your team to win, especially against Southampton. Well, that was very close as well.
You fucking seen us, right?
Yeah, true.
See, I reckon it's Palace.
Oh, that was
that
so
turn up.
close as well.
Can we please not bring up Palace? I'm still having like nervous flashbacks of Van Aanholt.
What's your thoughts on dipping chips in milkshake?
I've never really been a
Weird.
fan, but I understand the
that
sweet and the
doesn't-
savoury is like.
I thought that was a strange, like, American commodity or something.
Never done it. But
I
like,
don't think I will.
I mean, the kid with diabetes behind ears going, but like, oh yeah.
as he's scranning his Big Mac.
with his Coke Zero because he
He's
doesn't
like, oh yeah,
want
get
a
me a
lot
Coke
of sugar.
Zero, but I'll have an ice cream as well.
Oh, look at the fucking
I
space
one
in
of
midfield
my
there.
mates used to dip chips. I think he probably still does, but I haven't been McDonald's for a while.
Legendary 6 to 8 says, what did you all get from McDonald's?
Fanta.
Ronaldo got nothing and still dipped in.
I just got a Fanta and I'm scrounging off Casey's McFlurry, which you can have the rest of actually. It's a
No,
bit-
to be fair, I was going to let you have it. I decided
What?
probably a bit late. I should have.
He got the McFlurry and he said, "Did I want it?" I said, "Yeah, I've had like 3 bites. I'm just not for me." Can you share what
Do
we
you
want?
want it?
No, I thought he
want
was.
number one?
Switch it, there you go. Pogba has 2
Did he go left-footed?
I was craving
That was a
a
good
Fanta.
idea, that.
Good
though.
idea.
We worked it nice on the right-hand side and then knock it back to Pogba to switch it. That's a good move, that. Just the execution was a bit terrible.
I mean, you can also hear a bit further because Dan James is rapid, so it kind of.
Charlie says, forget the game. Charlie says, any of you got the new spicy nuggets?
Oh, I got a share box. I got a
Wait,
share
are we in
box.
it? Are we in
of-
it? Are we in? Are we in?
Go on.
Oh,
Alex has got some behind the camera. What are you saying, bang average?
Bang
Do you not get the tomato dip with them? There's like spicy tomato dips, really good.
To be fair,
Good ball from Mata. Good defending. Vestergaard again.
when they do the mozzarella dippers and they have the spicy salsa that comes with them, I always just ask for that dip no matter what I get because
Question: favorite dip from Mackey's?
Spicy curry?
The
Spicy
no,
curry, sweet curry. Yeah.
the spicy salsa one.
tomato ketchup.
What? You can't say ketchup. It's so. It's what? ranch dressing or the chive dip that you get with the selection.
I don't know.
Alex has been to America if nobody knew. Just make sure.
Oh, lovely bit of play there.
That's great play, yeah.
Went on a scholarship to play golf and all.
Yeah. We're just going to see how...
Dan James.
James! Oh,
Kid's on fire.
He's fucking on fire, isn't he?
Keeping no end product. He finds a fucking way.
What a
doesn't he?
fucking finish.
Jesus Christ.
How,
Wait, ginger step.
how much longer are we going to say he's got no end product?
I'm going to keep saying it because fuck it.
Fucking hell.
What a goal.
That's a finish.
Smash.
What a fucking goal.
So,
Oh, look at the man, calm and collected. He knows we're going to concede. That's why he's not
Mate, he had
celebrating.
Marcus first scorer. He's
so
demoed.
basically, Dan James on the right is basically Aaron Lennon, and on the
Dan
left,
James on the left.
My main
Mint.
The fact I looked at a bet before
But
this,
he
was
takes a touch, gives the defender the eyes.
Fucking
they
finish,
do you know what?
man.
They didn't close him down. He just has too much room.
that was an
He's
Ashley
hit it
Young
brilliant,
finish.
though.
You remember when Ashley Young used to always do that?
Nah, because no whip on it. Like, this is straight. Look,
That's a smash.
that's straight. The Ashley Young
Keeper's
ones,
net not getting
they always
anywhere.
had a bend on them.
One of my mates just texted me, James is a certified baller. So
Well better on the left.
Sorry, mate, you're not in front of the
There we
camera.
go.
Your
10
opinion's
minutes
not
in.
validated.
United 1-0. That's a fucking great start.
the fact I looked at a bet before this, it was James.
Is he allowed to celebrate that or what? Fucking boring bastards.
all I'm going to say is that makes Dan James our top scorer. I think.
Yeah, 3 goals.
I think
Fucking no
It's a bit bittersweet because one of my mates has him in his fantasy team, and it's 200 quid pot this year.
remember one of my
So
mates-
it's actually competitive. So we're all actually like.
Now, for my draft, one of my mates said that Dan James is going to be a fantasy sleeper.
Oh,
and
wait,
no
here we go.
one agreed because he
Yeah,
doesn't have
It's
end
Ariel
products.
Romeo.
Well, no one thought he would have started.
Yeah. No one thought he would start.
Let's
No one
hope
thought
he
he'd
does.
get that many goals and assists.
Well, shit, no way.
Fucking hell. He's flying.
I feel like
Even the first goal he scored was the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
He fucked it up before he has his shot.
no.
I feel like I'm going to have to put him in my fantasy team at this rate because if
They
he's
won't
playing
score
on the
for 10
left,
games.
Are you doing a draft as well?
He's going to
I
score.
don't know, did the
So,
draft.
what's a good
This
season?
is
What would have
proper
been a
good,
good season for Dan James in terms of goals?
We got 4 and 7 last year, 4 goals, 7 assists, and that's not bad numbers, but
I mean, he's already 3.
he's already just 3/4 of the way there now. I think even if he,
maths.
I think 5 or 6 for a guy who's only had one season.
If he scores
Senior
again,
football.
already
So if
got
he gets double figures,
Oh,
you got to
fucking
consider that
scenes
good.
like.
I mean,
for 19
you'd
million.
have to assume he's
Oh, and
going to
again?
get double figures.
No.
He's going to have to assume he's going to get double figures. You have to.
Without
Otherwise, he's going to have a right shit rest second half of the season.
Yeah, true.
Nah, it's like chalk and cheese. He's like so much sharper.
Well, we all thought Lukaku would bang 20, 25, and then he went on that game where he didn't score for like 15 games, didn't he?
Please.
Oh, I don't know. He's gone now.
It's mental. It's a mental thing with
Did you
him.
see his highlights of his first game for Inter? Was it? Yeah, some of the
it
touches
was a
were
tap in.
fucking horrendous. Some of the touches.
But the
Guy in the comments says, "Yeah, I don't rate him. No, don't rate his product. I really don't. He's scoring some goals, but he's creating
0 for
rubbers.
6 crosses
Yeah,
against
I mean,
Wolves.
has he even actually completed a cross yet?
we'll have to see.
No, you
something.
can't deny reality. Yes, he's scored 3 goals, which he's took fucking fantastically well. But he didn't have a shot on target, I don't think, in pre-season.
Yeah.
And he hasn't completed a cross since pre-season, as far as I'm aware.
Question: if a shot hits the post, is that on target? Or is that
Well,
not
no,
on
because it
target?
would have fucking
No.
got in, wouldn't it?
If a keeper,
But it's like
if it's
goal,
blocked, it's also not counted as on target.
But the
It's-
thing is, if you hit the post and it goes in, then it's on target.
Yeah,
So-
which is weird. Well,
I mean, by FIFA standards, it's not. But we're not going by FIFA standards. This
Yeah,
is
but that
real
would
life.
just be called a goal.
Yeah.
Should separate goals from shots on target, innit? Well, that wouldn't make any sense.
That would not make any sense.
Cam. Too much lip coming from you.
yeah, he's a big man today, isn't he? After his,
Someone put
after his
20p in
performance
him.
in the F5 side
You're a
yesterday.
Chelsea fan from the
You
Isle
can see
of
the
Wight.
5-star
Yeah.
video sometime next week of us all playing.
Saturday, I'm going to put it up on my channel if you
Saturday.
want to check it out. And let us know as well. Do you want to see more football content from us as well?
You know, whatever you want to see.
Have you asked about anything like that or what?
Yeah. So obviously, we're here for the viewers. Whatever the viewers want to do. So as long as it's in women, if you want to see Kieran do a striptease, just ask to see.
Yeah,
Kieran
man,
do a
hit that
striptease.
like button. I'll take my kit off. I couldn't give a rat's.
He'll take
Oh,
the
what-
hoodie that might be slightly too warm at the moment. Was that offside?
He's giving offside, is he? No, it's a bit chilly in here. The AC is always on. Probably should have got my United shirt on, but
Yeah. Decided not to go with United kit today. I just didn't want to walk through Manchester to work in a United
Yeah,
kit.
I am
We lost.
moaning about crosses. We are moving away from crosses. And then you've got a guy that's whipping in crosses that aren't getting completed. That's the issue. His end product is shit. But he scored some brilliant goals.
Yeah. I mean, if he scores a banger a game and then doesn't cross for a game,
Yeah.
and we win, I'm happy.
But you can't You can't look at what he did and all of the games he's played and say anything other than the conclusion that we came to, which was like, his end product needs a bit of work.
Who put the ball in for Dan James' goal? Was it Pogba?
No, Matter.
Matter. Oh, Matter's showing
Hang
one.
on, was it Matter?
Yeah, I think it was
I think
Matt.
it was Matter.
Probably see a replay at some point, though. Clarify.
I'll take 3 goals over 3 completed crosses any day. Of course you would. But you still can't say that his games have been fantastic. He's scored in games that he's been quite poor. Overall, he's had quite a poor game. That's what people confuse. You can have a really shit game and manage to score a hat-trick, Cameron, right? You can definitely do that. And it happens a lot. Do you know what? I see that a lot from like Harry Kane and stuff like
Don't
that.
have that, Cam.
And you definitely take that. You definitely take someone being productive over being phenomenal and actually not managing to produce anything. Yep. Of course you take it, but you would rather have good performances that also yield product at the end of them as well. I'm going to hit you.
Well, that was a good turn. Good tackle, though. Can we not talk about you? We're never talking about you, just in general.
I'm going to make sure Callum edits out all of your goals from yesterday.
He didn't score that many. He was shy.
No, yeah.
Callum's view did no justice to your goal, though. What? Callum's view did no justice to your goal.
Are we going to Kazakhstan? Not at the moment, because we just can't afford it. Plain and simple, if you want the truth.
Are we going to Kazakhstan? Can't afford it. We're going to Partizan. Well, we don't want to die.
I'd love to go. Partizan is one of the places I really want to go and watch a match, to be honest with you.
I mean, you haven't
Southampton on the
Just to
break
say you
here.
survived.
Yeah.
I've been at war before.
Yeah, but he's a proper
I think Partizan was where we played in '58. I don't think when we played Red Star Belgrade just before Munich, I don't think we played at Red Star Stadium. I think we played at Partizan Stadium.
Well, the stadium is always closed because their fans do something. Like the fans, they always get banned for like 6 matches, like closed door matches.
I imagine going there as an away fan's an absolute nightmare. But I would love to go and experience.
Apparently, it's not that bad from a few of the vlogs I've seen, because obviously no one, not even the home fans, are going to stir shit over there like Belgrade, because it's apparently just police like on buildings just with shooters. And they put you in cages and stuff. But you take that over like the Spanish police, slapping you silly for no reason.
Oh, with a baton.
Oh, mate, they take no prisoners over there.
That's how they.
Fear of getting shot.
That is literally how Spain.
That's Bulgaria. Bulgaria was scary. I went and watched Ludogorets and CSKA Sofia.
Oh, I'd say that was a bit of
The
a...
paper straw is now falling apart.
The vlog that I got, like the whole home end, they got their ultra sections called Sector G.
Is this Ludogorets or Sofia's?
It was at Sofia.
Oh, yeah.
It was at Sofia. There was 6 away fans, and they were in a cage.
Fuck, no.
And I did not want to be them guys.
It's like Shaq.
Oh,
that was a good ball.
Wan-Bissaka.
Just didn't fall for him, did it?
No. Bounce.
There was a few things happened during the course of watching that
James.
match which just blew my mind. I was in the executive section, which cost me £2.
That's a good cross.
Oh!
Was he onside? I'm not sure. Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka on a volley.
That would have been good on my fantasy team with Wan-Bissaka at the back.
So the opening scene of the vlog that I've got is like the whole Ultras end. It looks like it's on fire because they've got like red and white flares.
Yeah.
So it looks insane. Yeah. It was at night as well, so it looks even more mental.
Can you get a pint at those games, can you? I doubt it.
You might have been able to. I didn't move out of my seat because, well, I'll tell you why. The one of the first things I saw is a fireman walking some fire extinguishers over to that Ultras end.
Yeah.
So I got that, zoomed in on that. And I just took a GoPro. So obviously GoPro's kind of small. It's not like taking a big camera like, hey, look at me vlogging. Which you just fucking can't do. And like, I took my wedding ring off, my watch off.
Yeah.
I took €20 in my pocket to
You're
go
not
with
taking
us.
your wallet with you.
I took fuck all, mate, because I was like, this is well sketchy. Plus, it's also in the middle of a park, which coming out at night was kind of pant-wettingly scary.
Yeah.
But the whole match goes off, and there's a couple of decisions that go against CSKA, and I've never seen a more hostile crowd. They were shouting, they was calling someone a faggot, like some politician.
Yeah.
Come out into the thing, and it was like, you're going to die, faggot. And you're like, oh, that's quite intense.
It really puts it into perspective just how like how much they've cracked down on it over
And then there was a decision that it was offside. I thought I was right in front of me, and it was miles offside, and they didn't call it.
Yeah.
And Ludogorets scored, and then about 6 people climbed the 10-foot fence and ran onto the pitch. They got caught by armed police because they had police in full riot gear with shields just on, ready to roll. Then the police came and cleared out and just twatted the first 6 rows of the stand I was in, which I didn't film because I was shitting myself.
Obviously. Naturally.
And I'm not going to be the guy going, hey, come and hit me with a camera. So I just fucking kept it in my pocket and hoped for the best. And it stopped like 2 rows in front of me. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then all the flares and everything was going off. And one of the most insane experiences of my fucking life.
How many were there, crowd-wise?
3,000.
So it wasn't even a big crowd or anything, was it?
No, maybe 5 or 6 at a push, but it wasn't. But it was intense as fuck. It was a very small stadium. Looked like it was built in about 1920 and then just left.
It's proper communism.
Just like broken concrete everywhere. Really interesting thing. Really interesting thing that I noticed when I was there was, as you're going into the stadium, everyone's giving out newspapers. I was like, I don't want a newspaper. I can't fucking read Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Like, happy days. And then you go in, you sit on your seat, and the seats are that old and that bleached by the sun that you get like a chalk all up your back and your ass. Yeah. That's what the newspapers are for. Everyone drapes them over their seat so they don't get covered in it.
Jesus
Bit of local knowledge there if you ever go to a CSK Sofia game.
Sofia travellers out there.
But anyway, I've been to some.
It's an experience, though. It's an experience. You have to go.
I went there. I went and watched a Bahraini Premier League game with about 38 other people.
Bahraini.
Yeah, I mean that was so bad.
I can't. What, standard or atmosphere wise?
Both.
Oh, I can't.
Well,
imagine.
with 38 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no ultras there. I wouldn't
More
imagine there's
atmosphere
any
in the fucking
players.
bathroom.
Go
on my
on.
own. Turn.
Oh.
Dan James with another dig from the edge of the box.
It's been a lot.
Oh, it's a bit eye there, ref. Oh, it's Mike Dean. I forgot.
Southampton look really open once you
The passing's been a lot more.
I do rate Hasenhüttl.
Wan-Bissaka on the right, good cross.
I do rate Hasenhüttl as a coach, though.
Yeah, he was very good at Leipzig in his time there.
Why did he leave Leipzig? Because he took them to second, or was it just a matter of they wanted someone else to?
They probably wanted someone else. I think they had Rangnick for a bit.
They had Rangnick for a bit. Yeah, he was linked with the England job, wasn't he?
He was a keeper. He catch that.
I mean.
He had a lot of time, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot more. The passing moves have been a lot more concise, a lot quicker.
Is this because Matta's in the team?
Probably.
Is Matta linking this up as a focal point?
He's linking it up. That was going to be my next point. Like, whatever you say about his age, and he's getting on a little bit, his quality is just never really left.
You have Pereira, Pogba, Rashford, and James around him to do the running.
Yeah.
It's not an issue, is it?
He's pretty much been our best player so far this game.
It's McTominay who lays it off for him.
I don't know what the crack is with these paper straws these days, but fucking hell.
It's to save the turtles.
Fuck the turtles.
You hate turtles?
Yeah, I do.
No, it's our environment. I mean, the good idea I've seen is that people now can get those like.
People are bringing their own straws to the
Shut the fuck up, Rob.
Reusable metal straws that you just pop out.
Yeah.
I think that's a better idea than paper straws. Like, people just buy reusable metal straws and then that's fine. You just keep using them.
Yeah, my wife was like, I'm going to do that. I was like, you do that. She ain't done that yet.
No. But that paper,
about a year ago, she said she was
that
doing
paper straw, like, it's just mangled. If anyone can see that, there's clarity on the
I like
camera.
chewing straws after I use them.
Ashley Young getting the biggest pie.
That is.
He had his hand out for about half an hour and he just rejected it.
Oh, yeah. Just something. Kevin Danzo for Southampton got booked for a foul on Pereira. But Mike Dean actually got a card out.
Oh, fucking
for a player that's not United. So
I hate Mike Dean so much. Man.
Mike Dean is one.
I know reffing's a hard job, but he's apparently was it Bobby Zamora was on like Soccer AM once, and they were talking about refs, and he was like, he was like, I respect refs and their decisions and all, but not Mike Dean. He's like one of the most arrogant people ever on the pitch.
When he's watching football.
Or standing on his chair and everything, like stuff you get.
Oh, was it Tranmere? He's a Tran. Oh, he fucking knows the cameras are on him as well.
Yeah,
he's like the Pep Guardiola of referees.
What does he stand on the chair as well?
Yeah, he must be a season ticket holder at Tranmere, and they went up last season, did they, to League One? And he was just giving it. Or was it from? No, it was from the conference. He went up to League Two, and he was at the playoff, and he was just fucking on the seats, like getting the chance going. Everyone's like, "You absolute knobhead." You remind me of Mike Dean.
You can't be that arrogant with a hairline like that.
Well, you can't be that. What hairline with Mike Dean? Oh, you only got Cam.
Whoa!
Wow.
Cam, you got us a glass of Coke, please.
Look at the state of his trim. It's a bedhead.
Yeah, but he's also put on his best pair of jeans.
Too short for him.
He's got a hot date tonight.
Apparently.
And his best kettle. Kettle. Watch.
Oh, come on. Is that a foul? They're not giving that, are they?
No, I think he's throwing.
No, they haven't. Oh, I thought they gave a foul there. Pereira was just chasing him down. He just hit the deck.
I'm glad to see Pereira playing. When I saw him at Valencia, I was worried he was going to be one of those players who'd fall through the cracks.
No, I still think from what I've seen in the Premier League is fast for him sometimes. Don't know what it is.
Who?
Pereira.
So
I think things just happen a bit too fast around him sometimes in the Premier League.
okay.
Why is he laughing behind the camera?
I don't know why he's laughing. I mean, he's just enjoying himself, I think. He's very easily entertained, our producer Cameron. But yeah, so far it's been not much Southampton. Really, that shot from Buffal was the only
chance they've had so far.
So I mean, like, there's not really much to be said here. Like,
You're meant to be charging my phone as well.
I mean, we've looked good in possession. I think Pogba and Mata seem to work well together in the sort of passing. But then, if we're having more possession, like a player that can.
What is our possession? We've got the stats at the minute, Cam. Is that current? The stats that we've got here.
Do we have the possession stats?
All right, throw them up. These were as of a little bit ago.
The 18th minute.
All right, so we have a bit more possession. Than I expected that, actually. Key passes is good. 4 key passes. That's Pogba's a little bit further up the pitch as well, which is always good.
That was not a foul, and he's gonna get Cardiff for kicking the ball away. No, Mike Dean looked away, so it's fine. That was a high foot by.
Oh, fuck off, man! That's the worst. Get up, you absolute sausage.
He never gave that though.
There was absolutely nothing in that. That was completely terrible. Like, he just ran into him, and Pereira didn't even move.
I mean, get a zoom into me, my McFlurry, are you? It's a bit watery now.
Yo, Cam, your sugar level's higher today, bro.
Yeah, he's a bit hyper, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, had a McFlurry, have we?
It's a bit Larry after a McFlurry.
My ankle's swelling up again.
A bit gloopy.
Your ankles, yeah.
You can feel your ankles swelling up.
Steve's ankles are quite disgusting at this point.
They're not good.
No.
They are not good at the minute.
They are swollen.
And he keeps walking around with them.
Oh, is he offside?
He didn't I don't think
he's on.
He didn't stay on.
Back stick. Oh, that was a brilliant cross from Marcus. That's exactly what you wanted there.
That's
just
what you wanted.
lever it into the middle and see what happens.
I
wasn't
sure if he just straight off. No. Yeah, he's just on. Vestigar.
Bentley's run perfect.
Vestigar's long legs.
Dan James piling in back stick.
Excellent.
Might have been the better option there towards a penalty stick, actually.
Yeah, could have pulled that back. That was a good cross, though.
Well, now we'll see if we're any good at corners. I'm thinking Maguire gets his head on something.
In that situation...
How good would it be to see us actually have some threat from corners again? Just look,
it's Pereira's corner, and Pereira's delivery from corners is pretty...
Yeah, that's what he has.
And Mata, with Pereira and Mata, and their delivery from corners is probably the best.
Who's second this, actually?
I don't know. It hasn't
probably
shown.
I wouldn't mind if it's Pereira. Pereira's got a good little whip on him. I would believe in Pereira taking this. Oh. Never mind. Sit down.
Have you noticed the corners this season?
Did he hit the first man? No, he didn't.
Okay.
With corners,
that's a good cross.
He's missed the
Oh my days.
Come on, son.
That was a great cross by James.
No end product.
Hey, it's no end product. Daniel James going out the window.
He's just put a cross in. Fair play.
He cut back, puts this in, and he puts it.
Oh, he's off. That would have been ruled out. To be fair, would have been ruled out. It doesn't matter. He was offside.
I don't know what he was trying to do there. He wasn't far enough back to head it back across goal. He was just.
Do you know what? Zlatan gets a toe on that somehow.
Have you seen?
Back heels it.
He did it again for LA Galaxy. One of those weird like.
What's the reason for it? What is he? Is he a black belt
in Taekwondo?
Yeah.
Which makes him the hardest footballer in the world, I think.
And how tall is he? 6'5".
We're also 6'5", so that helps.
Oh, I'll have some of that.
Yeah. And he's got the attitude as well.
That's the only thing I always like about Ibrahimovic. He has the attitude, but he always seems to back it up. Like,
mate, it well could have backfired with him. He had that little back and forward between who was it, Vela?
Calister and LAFC.
Before the derby, the LAFC, LA Galaxy derby, and he was like, "Shut up! You played in your prime at 20 whatever in the MLS. What was I doing?" And he's absolutely bang on.
Yeah.
And then did he score a hat trick in it?
He was like, "I am a Fiat 5. I am a Ferrari in a league full of Fiat 500s." Was his?
Then Zlatan scored either a trick or he scored the winner, didn't he?
Long throw.
It was. I think it was either a hat trick. It might have been a perfect hat trick. I'm not gonna lie.
Zlatan was definitely a bully in school.
You see him actually with his own teammate in the wall, and he just pushes.
Yeah, he was definitely a bully in school, like how Thingy was Van Persie.
He went to school.
I would love to have seen him
Van
at United
Persie
at like 25. Imagine if we'd have had him for 10 years.
I think he lived in the same street
Same
as
with Van
Alexander
Persie.
Gustafsson as well.
Did he?
I think so. So I read that somewhere. Yeah, I think he did. He's from
Some in
Malmo,
the
isn't
fucking
he?
water there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
hell, yeah.
Wasn't there like a third tier team that's of its like random town, and they were like, going to make him like the lord of the town or the king of the town
wouldn't
or
be
something?
shocked, like-
It was like, come play for us, and we'll go make you a king or something.
Is he the best player to ever win a Champions League?
Who?
Zlatan.
Probably.
Original Ronaldo?
Do you ever win a Champions League now? Buffon as well.
Buffon.
You sure he didn't win one at Barca in the 90s, did he?
I mean,
Positive.
Ibrahimovic got very unlucky that he seemed to play in a time when you have Messi and Ronaldo.
Oh, lovely
Great-
Marcus.
Good
Lovely
run.
Marcus.
Good run by
I think everyone in the last 10 years is unlucky that they played in the era of...
Except Kaká.
Yeah.
It's Kaká's the
And
only...
people in the next 10 years will be unlucky that they're not as good as Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's going to go back where scoring 19 goals is actually a good achievement.
What
for
Michael
somebody
Owen
like
scored. Why would she score when he won the Ballon d'Or?
23, I think.
Fucking hell.
Fucking imagine.
Who's going to be that next player we consider the best in the world, though?
Mason Greenwood.
It was meant
you
to.
think?
It was meant to be
Oh,
Neymar.
yeah, it was meant.
It was meant to be Neymar.
He's ruined himself, though.
He ruined himself.
Because he's not. It's just this antics, isn't it? Going AWOL.
But the thing is,
You
He's
can
a
argue,
fucking wedge.
you can argue the top. If you're saying top 5, you can argue the 3 after Ronaldo and Messi. Like it's not like set in stone who the best.
I think De Bruyne is number 3 for me, best in the world.
You're probably looking at De Bruyne. You might be looking at Salah. You're probably looking at Van Dijk. You're looking at a few different players like that. Pogba's probably in it as well.
So you'd say all them players are better than Neymar and Hazard?
Hazard really splits people's opinions.
Yeah, Hazard, I really can't make my mind up.
I do think he's so honest because he did have that one season. Remember when
Mate,
Jose
on
got
his
sacked
fucking
after?
day. Nani had on his fucking
No,
day.
he's fucking.
Hazard,
I think he's
Hazard
so
ability-wise is probably one of the best I've seen.
His dribbling in close controls, outrageously good.
But the thing is, I think Neymar came about at the point where it was like, yeah, I'm very young and I'm very exciting and everything. I get the votes because I do all this play and everything. And I'm
got an
coming to this
annoying
thing
play
where
style.
Ronaldo and Messi are probably going to start declining because they're getting older. And what? I'm getting attacked.
He wants you to eat the cheese ball.
Eat a cheese ball.
When a man puts his ball to your face, you put it in your mouth.
When a man puts his cheesy ball.
Go on, say it again.
Supporting
When a
pride.
man puts a ball to your face, you put that shit in your mouth. Cut that up.
Right,
God,
fucking
no.
clip that
Pride
fucker
week.
up
I am
now.
the most clipped
If
up
you've
meme
not
in this
fucking
office.
sent me that by the end of the fucking day, oh my
I
god.
should have looked into the camera when I said that as well.
Intently.
No,
I think
lost.
third
I think the
time is
moment's
just
gone. I think
slightly
that
too far.
I think I do seem a bit of a weirdo if I say.
Jake
it
Morris says, are you all forgetting Mbappe?
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Mbappe, yeah,
I just
probably.
came to my head. How are we forgetting
Yeah, but you
Mbappe?
look at the numbers Mbappe scored.
I think
It
he has.
lines up with what Pepe scored and what Memphis has scored in that
Yeah.
league.
I think he needs to leave
No,
PSG
no.
to solidify that.
I'm not.
status.
I'm not talking about stats. I'm watching Mbappe play. He's probably got to be up there.
And the fact he did it at 16.
João Felix looks ridiculous.
No one's
for
done what Mbappe's
Atletico
done
as
at
well.
that age.
Like,
Well, yeah,
Basically won the World Cup.
Pele did, but Pele made up half his fucking goals. didn't he?
has been a pivotal part.
So what you
of
saying
the
is Mbappe's going to be selling hard-on pills.
Is that what Pele's doing now?
Mostly.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Mostly that and slacking off Messi, which is...
I read his book. His book came. Did anyone read it like 10 years ago or something like that? His book was quite good, to be fair, but he's got the stats of all his goals. You know, at the back sometimes footballers do it, or like, but all of them.
Isn't it like this?
Mate,
Like,
he includes having a kickabout in the street with
Yeah,
his mates
he
and
does.
stuff. Fucking relax.
it's like 400 of his goals were basically against like office workers.
There was that period a while ago, a few months ago. Remember anything he put up on Twitter, he was just getting rinsed for it. Like
Like, he
it
was
was
like,
like
"You're
didn't
a
happen at
fraud,
the
you're
year
a
award and
fraud."
stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah,
Wouldn't have ever scored if you had to play against Juan Pizarro.
True.
more physical play. Yeah, it's like there's a couple of people in. As I said, João Felix looks very good for.
He did look really
That,
good.
I think
that
it's
run he
interesting,
went
like-
on, that run he went on when he beat 5 people and he got taken down for a penalty and then Morata missed it was just the most Morata thing I think I've seen ever.
Can't
Like,
believe.
Lewandowski would have been rated
Yeah, I was gonna-
incredibly high if he hadn't have just been behind them. Motherfucker scored like 40 goals
Every
consecutive
season,
the
yeah,
last 5
yeah.
seasons.
It's just because Bayern are just so
Yeah.
like they monopolise the
But then
the
you've got
Bundesliga.
Messi, Neymar, Messi and Ronaldo, so no one gives a shit. But
Yeah.
fucking 40 goals for that long.
I remember the window when we were close to signing. I don't know if we were close
Morata.
to. But
I
mean,
Lewandowski.
Joey nearly signed for Blackburn.
I know,
Yeah, when he was at Poznan.
Volcano
the Icelandic
stopped
volcano stopped Lewandowski scoring for Blackburn because he couldn't fly over for a medical.
How mad's that? Blackburn. Blackburn. And then I
Blackburn.
think he signed for Dortmund just
They
after.
would- they
Was
would-
that from Mainz?
It was. I think it was from a random Polish team.
You like Poznan?
Is that almost as bad as Middlesbrough almost signing? Was it Middlesbrough almost signing Kante in 2013?
Middlesbrough signed Janino.
No, they never signed him. Did they? Someone tweeted saying, "Hey, Middlesbrough, get your scouts on this lad. He looks mint."
2013.
Oh yeah, Kante.
Yeah, someone was like, "All right, yeah, we'll look into it." And I think they actually followed up on that story and they said, "Yeah, we did actually look into it.
Yeah.
We didn't fucking look into it very well, did you?"
No, I clearly didn't. No.
But like this happens like that day open Meccano. Derek Langley's come out. Actually, I'd love to get Derek Langley on a warm down because I think he'll go in. He does not hold back. But there's loads of players that United have passed up on, like Deo Upamecano. He's obviously smashing it at Leipzig, but he wouldn't have got the opportunity now. He'd still be behind the likes of Tuan Zabi and that. I think we actually chose Roshan over him.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do that. You got to go with the local kid over the foreign kid because at least you know that he's got the roots here. He's going to settle here, and you can't have like look at Angel Gomez, right? If we'd have had a João Felix and somebody else in that position as well, Foden say all coming through at once, but 3 of them ain't making it. You have to sort of like gamble on one really sometimes. Yeah. Like I can't remember who the other one was. Was it Delict at 15 or something like that?
Yeah, they passed up on him because he was too fat. Apparently.
Yeah. See, I don't know how true some of those are, but I do know that there's a lot of people that'll come on
brick wall.
There's people that'll come on trial all over the show, and then they just won't get taken.
Yeah.
You know, and then they'll be like, "Oh, United." Like you see it a lot, don't you? Like, "Oh, United rejected fucking Messi," and blah blah blah. Like, because all these players go around all the clubs.
I don't know what Pogba just did.
Neymar almost signed for Chelsea when he was 18.
And he was a big deal, though. Remember at Santos
from Santos.
That was terrible. Who did that?
That's probably best decision for the best, though. I'm not sure how he would have suited the Prem.
Oh, he was kicked about. Can you imagine if someone like Andy Wilkinson or Ryan Shawcross got his hands on an 18-year-old Neymar?
The issue with Neymar is he's too good. He's actually too good at football. So he just.
How was it? What do you mean too good at football?
He's like it's too easy for him. That
he doesn't try.
He doesn't try
it, and it kind of like
he gets bored. He gets
a bit of a counter attack here from Saints. Just come out to the edge of the box. They got time. Wan-Bissaka's got out there and blocked it, and McTominay's managed to get a good block in as well.
I thought he did.
I thought it was going in actually.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Fucking space at the back post. It was like that at the Chelsea game.
I think he took one touch too many to set up his shot. Is that Buffal?
Yeah, Buffal. Yeah,
that's a good ball.
Ashley Young dealt with the header. James knocked it forward.
No one there running.
Bit of pressure there from
We've
Southampton.
obviously just sat back to deal with it. It's probably a good move. Don't want to throw away a lead now, do you?
Possession on there.
Hey, Cameron.
We're actually getting more possession.
No.
What? Is it a team game?
Southampton had 72%.
Yeah, in the last 5 minutes.
Last 5.
They're having their spell here.
Yeah.
We would have had fan cams today from Southampton, but one of the lads pretended to hurt his knee yesterday at five-a-side.
Wait till hopefully the semi-final will be up as well. Don't even edit that. Just put the whole game up because it was
a great game of football.
Everyone was watching and just fucking getting into it.
I mean, what did you feel like playing in it? You feel like an intense game?
It was very intense. Very intense. I enjoyed the little scuffling and that. I kept saying to the guys, I don't know why everyone's getting so riled up. I just found it entertaining. That's what I said.
I had 2 points.
Kieran was already on the pint, so it was probably more.
So I was like, I would have been a good.
He was 4 pints deep by that time. He was like, put me on. I'm like,
it was almost to the point I caught myself.
Legally do that.
Rob was stood there like, I don't want to go on that pitch. It's
like, I was in the game, but watching the game at the same time.
Yeah, you just take a few minutes to stand back.
Right, is this Matt taking a corner or is it throwing?
And then Cam pretending to get angry.
Cam's actually brilliant. When I do the wind-up thing, it's 50-50 whether I'll actually try and crack you afterwards or laugh at you. Yeah. Whereas Cam definitely just laughs, which makes him even madder.
Yeah, definitely. Wow.
Really good at the wind-up. You definitely need to go and check out the five-a-side stuff on Saturday when we upload it, because it's international break and we've got cock all else to upload.
They can't fucking lose this game because there's nothing worse.
Just 2 weeks of just nonsense.
Yeah, just fucking shite. Like.
Sky Sports midweek debate. Come on, man.
I mean, what the games for England are Kosovo and Bulgaria.
Fucking hell.
Yay.
I mean, you can watch
Andres Pereira on a drive. He's going to shoot here.
I tell you what, Kosovo.
Did he win goal of the season last season for the game against Southampton? The goal against Southampton.
He probably will score one screamer this season. Pereira, he has one in him.
Comments, Cam.
But yeah, Kosovo are interesting. They're always one of those teams you see like 5-0 wins.
Well, there's been a lot of good players who are actually born in Kosovo, but they always go to Switzerland.
By a lot, do you mean there's Binyanas?
No, Shaqiri's one as well. Xhaka, or is he? No, I think he's Albanian.
He's Albanian because his brother plays for Albania.
Albania, yeah. No, there's
a few players that just decide who do you want to play for. Because if you think about it, all the black players that play for France are probably from Congo.
But it's like,
and all the like to Samir Nasri and etc.
Wasn't that a lot of the issue with like a lot of the right wingers in France was like when they won the World Cup in '98, like Thuram and even Zidane's Algeria.
Paddy Evra's from Senegal. Isn't he?
I think a lot was from Senegal. I think Vieira might have been from Senegal.
Zidane's Algerian.
I mean, we literally just said that 5 seconds ago.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
I think Nasri, Benzema.
I mean, when the world,
well, even the German national side, a lot of it's Turkish and stuff.
Yeah, also Khedira.
And Dogan. I mean, when they won it this year, there was someone said there was a lot of argument where they're saying, "Oh, is it really a French team?" But I mean, like it is.
That's what a racist.
Look at some of the names that you see in the England squads going through, like Wan-Bissaka,
Raheem Sterling,
him and Tuanzebe are both Congolese.
Congolese.
Oh, but you
born and raised in England, man.
Yeah,
English.
exactly.
It's true though. You had a lot of people during the World Cup saying, looking at the English side and saying, this English team doesn't represent my country, doesn't represent me.
Fucking represents where I'm from.
Bro, there's a lot of weird people out there looking at the English side and thinking, there's too many black players, too many. It doesn't really represent us. People call up on radio shows saying it.
Well, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you live in Bumfuckville, fucking somewhere in the Shires, and there's like 4 houses and a fucking postman, and it's just all
probably
white
never even seen someone who's black before.
But like, if you live in a fucking city, it absolutely represents where you're fucking from.
Like if they live here and it's their country, and obviously it's like the thing is like it's what they think is like if they think it's their country and they want to play for the shirt where they live, then fair play to them, isn't it? So I think.
Yeah, it's like Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling's not English.
Born in Jamaica.
Born in Jamaica.
Move over when
we
he
need
was
to
like
rely
5.
on foreign players.
8 years old.
Quite old.
Because weren't we like grasping at straws for Leon Bailey like a year ago or something?
I'm surprised he chose to play.
Because he had a granddad who was in England.
He didn't want to play for Jamaica.
Did he not?
He didn't want. He spent years saying that he didn't want to play for Jamaica. He wanted to play for Germany, and then
why did he? Oh, he's not.
Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey.
But he can't.
Good player.
Yeah, good
Germany. He's not even qualified to play for Germany.
I think
he's been there a long time now.
Not even that long. He's been there only like 3. They signed him.
It feels
from,
like a long time.
Genk. I always get mixed up.
They get a good load of players, don't they, coming through there?
De Bruyne.
Genk's
was
academy.
De Bruyne was Genk. Courtois was Genk.
My ankle feels massive, man.
I mean, I was just saying to Kieran, like the Ireland have a lot of problems with the repatriation because Declan Rice was Irish player of the young player of the year.
Yeah, they gave that. I think as a big
got,
fuck you to England. Or something.
I think when he plays Ireland, he's not going to have a fun time.
No, it's not.
But Jack Grealish was Irish.
Can you imagine him walking into a changing room if Roy Keane was still there after saying, "I might play for England," and then walking back into the Ireland changing room? Fucking hell!
Roy Keane might just be the worst.
Imagine Keane ends up managing him at some point.
Oh,
I think he might just murder him.
Well,
anyway.
he's getting back into management now, isn't he?
He's been doing assistant
anger management.
Why would you want to play for Roy Keane?
It's supposed to be a good cop, bad cop, right?
Yeah.
Like the manager's meant to be the one that amateur, and the assistant manager's a bit.
That's literally what Martin O'Neill and Roy Keane
and then you
was
had
like.
Martin O'Neill, who's bad copping you, and then Roy Keane, who extra bad cops you on top. Like Jesus Christ,
he's like KGB copping you like.
Martin O'Neill is the bad cop, and Roy Keane's the prisoner they lock you up in a cell with to rough you up.
Sloppy.
42 on the clock. Marcus just stuck it down the line and into touch.
Ireland have gone back to Mick McCarthy now. I feel like I'm back in 2000 fucking.
But wasn't it Mick McCarthy? But then the saying in 2 years they're changing him. Like he's already.
Yeah, the guy who's taken over actually is a coach in the League of Ireland, Stephen Kenny. I think that's his name from.
But it's
Dundalk.
already been set up that he's going to leave.
Yeah,
right. I think it's like right before the Euro.
Mick McCarthy's fucking hilarious though. Like even if they don't win any games, you know it's going to be a good.
The careless whisper video of Mick McCarthy, like he stirs a coffee to the tune of careless whisper, and then just stares at the camera and like smiles, and it's one.
The football's so much better with the likes of Pereira and Mata in it. It's so technically
yeah, it's like
good.
this could have been the lineup like you suggested.
It would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Southampton on the break
a little
here
bit
as
more
well.
Creativity.
Talking about the nationality thing as well. We had Simon Preston. Shout out to Simon if he's watching. Come down and spend a bit of time. Come watch United and that. He works for the Jamaican FA.
Oh yeah,
as part of like player recruitment. Like they obviously do a lot of looking into people's heritage because small island nation struggle with a lot of players obviously that play for them. So they look into who they can get, mostly Championship, League One, any Premier League if they can. While he was here, he actually went and did the deal with, I don't know if you call it a deal, or the confirmation, if you like, getting Scott Sinclair signed up for Jamaica. And he was looking at a couple of others. I know like the likes of Roshan and that was spoken to see if they'd be interested because they got Jamaican heritage and that.
What a touch. Sorry, just to interrupt there.
Yeah, from
Is it Finger
from
Jamaican?
Pereira.
Finger Jamaican as well. Storage. Well, not Jamaican, but obviously his parents.
Jamaican heritage.
There was a few. I forgot who he was talking to, but like, he was here for a couple of weeks probably, and I think every day he was going meeting somebody to go and speak to them about playing for Jamaica and stuff. It was quite cool.
I mean,
Jamaica had a few players in league football, not many though. But
Jason Yule is the one that stands out.
Didn't
for
they
me.
do
Ricardo
all right?
Gardner?
Was it the Gold
Ricardo
Cup
Gardner.
that he just had? Was it the Gold Cup or the
Yeah.
Connor Cup? Was it?
it was. I think it might have been gold.
CONCACAF, is that Gold
something.
Cup?
It was a cup in
Ricardo
South and
Fuller as well.
They played in the summer anyway, didn't they? Didn't they
Wes
get
Morgan
quite,
plays for Jamaica.
quite far?
Yeah,
in
Wes
it? I think they did all right, didn't they?
I
Premier
think
League captain.
America won it.
Premier League winning
no,
captain.
I did American win it.
yeah, always forget Wes Morgan plays for Jamaica.
Who was it? Was it Harry Redknapp who's going on? They should call up Wes Morgan for England, and then like he's had 50 caps for Jamaica.
Yeah, he's the Jamaican captain, brother. Don't worry about it.
I mean, you'll like look at this team, and there's a lot of players like that. We were talking.
Reading.
Yes.
Oh, Michael Hector.
No, McCleary that played for
McCleary.
Reading.
Or Michael Hector
I'm
might
just trying to
be
name
Jamaican
league
straight up.
footballers that play for Jamaica because
I just remember Jason Yule for Charlton like 15 years ago was an absolute.
obviously
bad
Ricardo Gardner, but that's like the biggest probably name, and he was just a left back for Bolton.
Is he dead now? Is he?
They got there's an attacking midfielder.
thinking of someone
I think
else.
he just signed up or he's a current star player. I can't think who it is off the top of my head.
Well, I went to Jamaica in March, and I went to watch a Jamaican Premier League game.
How many? What's the sort of attendance?
Quite a few, not probably like 1,000, but like
That's all right.
it's not that bad. But there was an 18-year-old starting for this team called Portmore, and the people in the car were saying that he went to England like a few weeks before and had like a month's trial at Stoke, probably for the under-21s. Don't know if it was probably wasn't successful.
I was actually reading about Leon Bailey before. It's weird.
Yeah.
he just went to Europe with his dad or something like that and just went trials everywhere, just all around Europe to see if anyone would sign him because that was the only way he was gonna. Eventually, obviously, Genk picked him up, and
That's meant to be a double, by the way.
was it? I was gonna say, has anyone had the new double? I've never even had a quarter pounder.
Approaching half time now, don't it? Basically half time now.
Should be out.
It's that time, yeah.
1-0. Not much has happened since.
Been a good half, but it could have been. There's room for improvement.
They need another goal to because another goal these will crumble. I think.
I think it's a solid performance from United.
Yeah,
We look quality on the ball.
bit shaky at the back at times.
No,
I'd say quality on the ball, but it could improve in the final third. We've made chances.
This game's making the start of our season even
Yeah.
more difficult to analyse, don't it? Like
The start of our season.
We're going to be inconsistent because we're learning a new system.
yeah.
I mean, someone put something up the other day, which was the team that played at some point last season versus the team that's playing now. Actually, it's very different. Even though we only made 3 signings, the team's actually a very different team.
I think United's team have the look of could beat anyone on any day in the league.
They could also lose to anyone.
Or could lose to anyone
on any day.
on any day in the league as well.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I think we play City next week, right? I think we'll score against City.
I think the counter-attacking system
Yeah.
is the way that you actually beat City.
Yeah.
I think we can do it.
City are quite open. I think we will get our chances against.
Pacing behind is the way to do it.
Is Marshall going to be back? Probably not.
I don't
For
think
a
it's that
month, I think,
serious.
isn't it?
Is it month? Fuck me, he's in my
fuck's
fantasy
sake.
team. Fuck's sake.
It's only like one game because of fucking international.
Yeah, true. To
Oh,
be
the
fair.
BT have put up their Europa League coverage thing, and it's
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah. Trying to attract any sort of.
I mean, I
audience
like
to
how
watch it.
some of the games like Wolves versus Braga, and there was like I think it was Arsenal versus Eintracht Frankfurt, pretty big ones, and then there's just us versus
against
Astana.
Fuck.
Oh, Callum, can I get a Coke, please?
What's the match day culture like in Jamaica?
They're wild.
Is it really?
Proper, like, they are proper passionate, though. They are, like, really passionate.
What pre-match? How's pre-match go? Talks for a full like pre-match. Like, I'm assuming it's not like a pub or anything that they're going to. So what's the
it's
pre-match? It's just meet at the ground.
Like, meet at the ground is like little stalls, little shacks.
Say some of the
Selling
food at those
bag
games
juice
is
and
banging as well.
juice and plantain chips
I'd say it's banging to be fair.
and jerk chicken.
Oh, stop! Is jerk shit?
But I'd be pretty disappointed if there wasn't good jerk chicken
Yeah, I was
available.
gonna say, yeah.
I'd literally be shouting, "What the fuck is this?"
And the security's like, you got to go through security like 4 or 5 times to get in.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then once you get in, it's just the usual. They warm up, then they come line out. There's usually each game has a national anthem, and then they kick off and play, and then the crowd's just wild, really.
Is there much of a drinking culture over there?
Nah, not really.
No, not really.
More rum. And
Well, I was gonna say it's rum, it's spirits and shit.
Spirits and little, little Magnum bottles and stuff like that.
People drinking during the game.
Yeah, but there's a lot of the crowd abuse. Is mental, probably just as bad.
And
But some
it's very,
fucking
really
belting
close to the pitch
one-liners.
as well.
But some crazy one.
There's like non-league, just like non-league crowds where they just
Famous one is
abuse the-
Batty Boy. That's what they call everyone. I won't say what that means.
Everyone knows what that means. It's not some top secret CIA lingo. That.
But it's pretty sick. The quality's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. It's very athletic.
So cricket's the main sport out there, isn't it? Usually.
Yeah, it's cricket.
Cricket, yeah.
Cricket and athletics.
Yeah, I
Jamaica's a
suppose.
small island, but they run athletics, like sprints.
Well, I was going to say as well, Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Jamaican national team hasn't looked into him. He just seems to be wanting to get a game wherever he can.
Usain Bolt.
Mate, I've said this so many times. I bore myself of it, but stop playing him on the wing. He's too big to be a winger, right? I could understand if you wanted to play him up front. I could get that, but to play up front, you've got to have something in your locker to beat someone.
And in your head.
Play him centre half.
Yeah.
Just have him as a destroyer of a centre half. Are you beating him in the air? I don't think so. I don't know what sort of jump he's got on him, but I bet it's better than mine, right? So he's going to be top in the air, surely. Are you beating him for pace? I wouldn't think so.
No.
And he's clearly strong.
Over 90 minutes, though. Like, he's built for just, like, he's trained for 100 metres. Yeah, but, like, for 90 minutes to keep up that pace, because he's, like, short burst.
He's not going to run that much, is he?
Well,
That's why I say centre half as well, because you can chill quite a lot of centre half.
if your team's good, yeah. But
If he's got a ball playing centre half near him and all he's got to do is just fucking
true,
mull
it
people.
is true. Like in League One football and that, when your team is shit, centre backs do rack up some mad mileage. During games.
I'd imagine so.
But
Fucking mad.
it's an interesting one though, because obviously Jamaica, it's more known for the fact that its murder rate is sky high. It's got like the 4th worst murder rate per 100,000 per capita
In the world.
In the world. So it's not a safe place.
No.
Gil in the comments says, talk about the game for God's sake.
We've literally
And then 1 second later, says 4 wankers talking about nothing.
No, lovely.
Sling it, your ball bag. Talk about what we want.
You clicked on my face.
I actually watched. I've never seen a lot of Dave Chappelle, but I did watch the Netflix.
He's got like 5 specials on Netflix at the minute. Just binge them. They're fucking brilliant.
He's quite good, to be fair. The whole the LGBT bit in the car had me pissing myself.
When we're talking about countries and that, that's why you bring up Brazil. Name me one Brazilian footballer that's normal up there.
That's what, just like a normal.
Exactly, there isn't any. They're all psychopaths. It seems like most South American footballers.
I was going to say Ronaldinho, but
No.
he's a bit. Yeah.
What's that cat shit thing that they've got?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Is it toxoplasmosis or something?
Yeah, you can get toxoplasmosis from like cat shit. Yeah,
Right, but it's really prevalent in Brazil and Argentina, apparently.
because they're just shitting everywhere, the cats and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know the
it's the
reason why.
favela
but it's-
upbringing. That they basically they'll be 8 years old going outside and then just people getting shot. Then they're like, "Oh, mum, some people getting shot again. Can I come back inside?"
Yeah, I can't really think of any Brazilian footballers that seem to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I realised.
Gilberto
They
Silva.
all either got anger problems or
He's a football agent, so he can't be
Fernandinho?
normal. Yeah, he seems
yeah, but he's a
pretty
bit
Fernandinho.
rough around the edges as well, though, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
normal. Well, like
Yeah.
I mean, it depends what your definition of is not right in the head sort of thing is. So, I mean,
People like David Luiz, Marcelo,
Rafael.
Rafael, Neymar.
Raphael was pretty normal, though, wasn't he?
No.
What the fuck? Name me one thing that was erratic about him.
and what,
Is the way he
how
played football?
Yeah.
How about that? Should we start there?
Well,
The reason
Good
Valencia
right
ended up becoming a right back was because he ended up having to play at half the time when Rafael was on the pitch.
Fuck, you know.
No one had that one.
It's melted a bit, isn't it?
A bit.
A bit gooey.
It's like Kim McFlory soup.
I I'm literally sat here.
Way
thinking of the
through
normal Brazilian.
fighting
I
another.
mean, if you want us to talk or say anything about the game, there was one goal from Daniel James, assisted by
There's not been a lot going on in the
about
half.
10 minutes
It's
in.
been a pretty ordinary game. But
And then
I've
done
not
alright.
seen the comments actually.
Other than
Not
that,
my
it's
fault.
not really been very
See what he's-
exciting. There's been we made some good chances. They're just showing Daniel James's goal last week, and now they're showing his this week. He's very good at cutting in.
288 watching. Like button. Hit the like
Hit
button.
the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button as well.
Ooh, and hit the notifications button as well.
Mata has been excellent so far, particularly with James giving orders to move higher and wider, which lead to his goal. Yeah, Mata's great. I think this is exactly why
This is
you
what we
need
was
him.
on about with being a conductor and someone with more quality and possession. I think it's no coincidence that we've looked so much better than we did last week. 4 shots on target.
I mean, if you want to bring Lingard back into the team, you could always then play him out a bit out wide because he'll come in anyway. Like no matter where you play Lingard,
Mata has been
you
good.
can play them together.
Andreas and Pogba shocking.
I'm not about shocking.
No, not shocking.
just not really much doing. Like the thing is the Pogba and Pereira played some good balls and they've been trying to get into it, but it's just been a bit scrappy. So, any others?
Glad Redmond isn't playing. Younger's been steady. Him and Wan-Bissaka have not really had a lot to deal with coming down the pipe for him. This is the thing with 4-2-2. It's very solid in the middle. So that's why you go, oh, the midfield doesn't look great. Well, they're outnumbered. They're naturally outnumbered because there's just so many numbers around there.
You got Ward-Prowse who's
Just
playing out
showing
wide,
you the
who just
pressure
playing.
that Southampton have put on us a little bit, has put us under pressure.
I mean, Ward-Prowse is going to be tucking in all the time because he's naturally a centre midfielder.
Someone in the comments as well. Toxoplasmosis results from infection with a common parasite found in cat feces and contaminated food. It can cause serious complications for pregnant women and people with weak immune systems.
And what it also does is it also leads to reckless behaviour. Like there's a higher proportion of people in motorcycle accidents who've got toxoplasmosis in them, but there's also a correlation between Latin American football teams and toxoplasmosis as well.
Seriously?
Yep.
From what? Where?
Catch it!
Yeah, I know from catchy, but football teams getting into contact with catchy.
No, it's not necessarily that. You can get it from like your parents and stuff.
Oh, seriously?
So it's like it becomes. I think it just ends up in the.
So they used to eat cat shit,
No,
basically.
it's nothing to do with that.
It's probably the only thing those
It's just being
footballers
near
are
it
injecting into their
sometimes.
bodies. To be
So
fair.
if you live in the
Just
slums,
favelas, yeah.
you can end up with it. But like if you have a cat, no, you can be in contact with it.
I remember the guy in
wouldn't have a
Trainspotting
cat.
dies of toxoplasmosis, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Your man told me.
Yeah.
That's how he dies. Remember, he goes.
Oh yeah,
He was the guy who was
gets
the
hooked
clean
on
one, and
yeah,
he gets
is.
hooked on heroin.
Because
Sorry, I've probably spoiled a bit of the plot of Trainspotting for you, but fuck off. It's been out 22 years. Get
the second one I think is better.
Wait,
So.
who's got toxo?
what?
Who's got toxo in Trainspotting?
You know the guy
Yeah,
who's very
Tommy.
clean, Tommy, and then
The guy with the blonde hair.
Then he gets hooked on heroin, and then he dies in his flat because he doesn't go out of it, and he basically
The cat was shit. Yeah, they bought him a kitten, and the kitten shit everywhere. No,
Maybe.
what was it? He tried to win his girlfriend back by buying her a kitten, and she didn't want it, and he kept the cat around the house, and the cat shat around the house, and he was on heroin, and it was so filthy the house, he just died from toxoplasmosis. Bit
Didn't
dark,
know
I know,
that.
but yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
I prefer the second Trainspotting. to be
Oh,
honest.
what? No, the
I
original.
think-
Said no one ever.
So no one
I
won.
think it's great. I think it's a great movie.
It's a good film.
I like both of them.
Joe, what I like is that movies have been at such a high level for so long that you're able to do 20-year follow-ons. And because you've watched them, you've got all this built-in nostalgia when it's talking about the characters, or they can reference something.
Yeah,
You go,
and you
I
go-
fucking know about that 20 years ago.
Mary Poppins was like that's a sequel. I thought
right,
that was a
don't
remake.
lie.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen that, but I mean, The Incredibles as well was like a 15-year. That
Not-
second one was a bit disappointing.
Not exactly
First
the same
Incredibles
film, but have you
is
ever seen-
the fucking best Disney film?
Have you
at
ever
me.
seen the Richard Linklater film Boyhood, where it's filmed over
Yeah,
like
over
11 years?
You know, he's doing one for 20
I was
years
about
now.
to say he's doing one for 20 years, so he's filming a film over 20 years.
Who is?
Richard Linklater.
Linklater.
Linklater, yeah.
So he's doing a film.
Fucking hell's that guy?
He did. You never seen Boyhood, have you?
He's 59 years old at the moment, so he's pushing it.
Catching pneumonia.
He's pushing it. He's going to be pushing it, but so he's going to film it over 20 years, and then 20 years time he's going to release the film. But in Boyhood, he did it for 11. So basically,
the
he
same
showed
actors.
the same actor as a kid, and then he does scenes of him growing up over time.
Jesus.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke's in it, and
Ethan
he's-
Hawke, yeah.
it's fucked. It's a long ass
God, I hope
film.
you don't
though.
die.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna put a spanner in the works for production.
14 years in, you're like, oh, shit.
What it
On the
seems
film-
to do a 14-year-long film.
Like Rocky had some unbelievable, authentic nostalgia moments in it because he's looking back at his wife and all that kind of stuff, and you just think, shit.
That is old.
There's
Rocky Balboa.
40 years of history here.
Rocky Balboa, when it's just like everything, just putting in.
Absolutely.
What's your favourite genre though?
Genre.
I don't know.
I've got a clear favourite.
Go on.
Anything Denzel's.
You won't guess it. No.
What's action?
Nope.
Romantic comedies.
Nope.
Horror?
Yeah,
Horror.
rom-coms. You
Are you
like
a
getting
horror?
a
What's
mint
your favourite?
arrow, don't you? And sitting there watching rom-coms.
I don't mind a rom-com, you know. I don't.
What's your favourite horror
See,
film?
you're
of all time?
laughing. You're laughing out of stereotypical views. But
It's 2019. How dare you?
that shouldn't be funny because it's me.
What's your
Is anyone liking rom-coms?
Ronaldo goes home, gets a brew, puts on his dressing gown, and he just watches.
500 days.
Love
Hey,
Actually.
500 days.
Pussy do-rag on.
500 days of summer.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
500 days of summer. Elite film.
Never
Elite.
seen it.
Yeah. My favorite genre is horror though.
What's your favourite horror film? Of all,
Horror film's definitely favorite.
What's your favourite horror film?
That's a very hard question.
Because the thing about horror films is there's very few really good ones. A lot of them are just
Yeah, a lot of them are
shit,
terrible.
cheap
But
jump scares
the terrible ones are sometimes funny to watch.
because they're so bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I like I like a good action film, because you can have a very good action film, but then you can have those ones that are just absolutely awful. But they're
Like
just
Die Hard 4.
Yeah.
There's a guy jumps on the back of a fighter jet, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Except Die Hard 5, which doesn't exist actually. I'm just gonna, but if it did exist,
Howson's
The
got his
remember, I
foot.
was a big fan of Final Destination, and think about
On
how
the
shit
pillow.
them films were.
Yeah, but they got to the point they were so shit. They
But
were
Final
good.
Destination was shit, but it's
Have you
good.
seen the
Just
video?
here's a load of imaginative ways we can murder people.
Yeah,
There's,
yeah.
there's a video that went viral, and it was like the secret genius behind Final Destination about just how good.
No, but
it
in
is and
Final Destination, they also have.
Right, absolutely not.
What
Sorry.
the hell?
stuff. There's an ad for like special forces on telly, and it's a tarantula crawling over a guy's face, and he has to stay still. Hell no, are you doing that?
No,
You're
you-
absolutely-
Quasi has put my favorite
28
genre.
days later.
Oh, that is a fucking banging horror film.
28 days later, I agree.
Face Off is a great
Face
film.
Off is amazing. Face Off is so good. Just watching John Travolta. absolutely
28
lose
weeks
his
later.
mind on
Is,
camera.
I think 28 weeks later is actually better than 28 days later.
Whatever.
horror fanatic as well.
No, but my mum let me like.
They're
My
the-
mum always she loves horror films, so she.
It's the
Sit me-
genre that
put me
keeps
through.
you like on edge throughout most of the time.
I like casual watches though.
Whatever genre Fight Club would fall into.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have a thing
Do you
where
do
I'm
horrors?
just into genre. Nah,
You don't do horrors.
no.
I mean, I'm going to put this out here for person for Fight Club. I'm not actually that big a fan of Fight Club,
I've only seen
just
like
because I knew the
half
twist
the
before I
film.
watched it, so it wasn't as enjoyable a watch for me.
Oh, mate, I thought it
But
was
yeah,
amazing.
favorite film of all time, American Gangster. No
Uh,
surprises
Told you,
there.
anything with
No
Inglourious-
surprises there. Denzel.
Inglourious Bastards for me, my favorite of all time.
That's a great film.
What about all time?
I don't know. I just fucking love it. The fucking opening scene in that when he goes to the house. That's what won him the Oscar.
That is actually
Christoph
that
Waltz.
is some great cinema. I mean, I like Dark Knight. Dark Knight's a great film.
That is a good film, to be fair.
Have you not gone to hospital with that ankle?
No.
Everyone does.
You're
that.
my bloke, right? You know what happens is we get sick,
Yeah.
we moan about it.
That's gonna be my
Then
next
we die.
point. My mate literally put a Snapchat in his group chat. He said, "Oh, I think I fucked up my hand." His hand is literally like twice as big, and there's a massive lump around his wrist. He said, "Oh, I might have dislocated my wrist." Are you going to the hospital? He said,
Nah.
"No,"
Nah. Don't look like a
and he's
dick.
still not gone.
For everyone who's just like, why have I just sat back like that? I've just put my leg on a computer to get my foot elevated. I look like I'm borrowing an elephant's foot, and it's just sewn
a
onto
bit
my-
swollen,
It's
yeah.
fucking massive, isn't
It's
it?
a bit so.
But it is.
It's
You've
actually-
said that about 6 times. Everyone's
It's
feet has
down.
like creases in it.
It has got a crease in it. It's there.
No, it has got an extra crease in it for some
Why'd you?
reason.
Oh, he washed his hair. The producer Cam has literally gone to the bathroom to just wash his hair.
It's gone down loads since yesterday as well.
I've got Brandon Hogshead. Is that his name?
What's he
Check
say?
out Howson in his throne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for why have everyone say why have I just sit back? Like,
Leaving the peasants on milk crates.
That's some milk crate.
Oh.
I just kicked back off.
Second half has just
round
kicked
it.
off
Oh, yeah,
there
I
as
can
well.
actually get around there a bit.
Is the timer going? Oh, it is going. What's your favourite TV show of all time, though?
Prison Break.
I don't.
Oh,
Didn't
no,
watch it on TV though, so does that count?
the first season is incredible, but it went so downhill.
probably-
after that.
Season 2's good.
I've watched the
Yeah,
first
I
season.
remember I
That's
was for the first few seasons. I was a big Walking Dead.
Yeah, same as
Fine,
well.
but
I
then
think I
kind of
watched
fell
6
out of it.
seasons of The Walking Dead, and that was at the point where I was like,
Everyone has thrown in the towel with that now, haven't they?
Zombies. Would you like to live through it or just fucking die?
I think it'd be a good laugh, to be fair.
I think it'd be a very good test of character living through it.
Survival.
Everyone likes to say they'd survive in a zombie apocalypse, but would you?
we just got a free kick.
'Cause I think I would.
I think it depends on how it comes. How's the zombie apocalypse started?
Oh, it's got to be something to do with like them experiments they're doing on animals.
Area
and shit.
51.
Oh, that's a.
What
that's
cross?
a-
Oh,
bit too close to keep it. Look like a good ball though.
The thing is,
I need one of
that zombie thing is likely.
Sopranos is the best TV
Can
show of
happen.
all time. Fact.
I think it's
no
likely.
dispute.
I think it can happen. It could
There's a
happen.
lot of parasites that are in blood and that are in fingers that can
Yeah.
take over the body. I think the one that I don't get is, and
There's some drugs
this
that
is
do
where
that
you
to
go.
you.
Well, yeah.
Spice does it?
If you look at the ones where it said where they've died,
Yeah.
if the zombie's dead, then they can't run because you can't. The muscles are going to start degrading and you can't run. So that's why I think you get them slow walking zombies. If you get one of them 28 days later ones where they're fucking sprinting at you, like what's happened there? They're not dead.
World War Z.
Yeah, they might be something wrong in their head, but they're not dead because you can't be dead and have that happen.
Yeah.
I don't get the Walking
Ah,
Dead
but-
though, because the zombies walk like. You mean the ones you want to be scared of are the fucking I Am Legend type of fucking Olympic sprinters that are coming for you. That's when you know you're fucked.
Yeah, proper folks.
Walking Dead is just it just seems to be like, oh, nothing's happened. For
How'd you
ages.
get killed when it's like
It's like no
Bring
shuffling
a
towards you.
platoon of zombies.
give them a
You can't survive by accident in a zombie apocalypse. You got to have some sort of.
Cillian Murphy did it
I'll be
28
alright,
days
don't
later
worry
though.
about me.
He survived.
reckon?
He survived by accident, didn't he?
Yeah. Game of Thrones or Peaky Blinders, to be fair.
Who?
Cillian Murphy at the start of 28 days later
Oh, yeah,
because he
yeah.
gets hit by
Oh,
the
has my bet come in?
Yeah.
UFC?
Yeah.
Oh, who'd you back?
I think Zhang's finished inside a minute, so
Fucking.
if Dos Santos won, yeah.
If you want to see
First
more MMA
Asian-
content from Steve, does an MMA latest channel. Just anything to get views on that channel.
Why is that funny, Cam?
He's just laughing at everything, isn't he? He's just he starts zooming in on
He's
me
there
eating a
with it.
McFlurry. Look, he keeps zooming in on me and he finds it hilarious.
Now he's got a towel on his head.
Yeah, I know. Fucking hell.
So if I was-
Did she finish her? Did she?
I'll just find out. I'll just message Mitch now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Nathan Redmond
Nathan
just sat in
Redmond.
the stand, just chilling.
Nathan Redmond's got to have the record of being the oldest player to play for the England under-21s.
Which is the 20.
I feel like he was like 24 still playing for them.
You're allowed to play for them if you're like.
Yeah, there were like a couple of overage players, and he was always one of them.
I'll check. Yeah, 52 seconds, Steve.
Dos Santos got KO'd though, so.
Oh,
my
are you
bet did
fucking
not-
serious?
Yeah. Guy's on like a fucking 7-fight win streak or something, eh?
Yeah, that's a big thing because
That's a good ball.
two Asian.
Mate, people were sleeping on Zhang though. People
KO,
were
KO'd
well
her.
sleeping
Yeah.
on Zhang.
She's 90. She's 20-1 now. She
Yeah.
hasn't lost since her pro debut.
Vestergaard been pretty solid.
251 watching. Can we get 200 likes? And
50 people.
I know he's just asked for 100 likes, but like, can we get 200?
Might as well.
Because why not?
Always aim higher, aim for X.
200 likes, and we'll all die.
Ashley Young's done his leg in. Let's get him off.
I really want to see Mason introduced
That
to this
means
game,
Marcus
to be
Rojo
honest.
plays. So do you want to see Marcus Rojo come on?
Yes.
I don't.
Oh, for a laugh.
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, that is.
Maybe we score another.
Yeah,
Well, you just did.
This is my comment in the comment section, but out loud. So last game, people were criticising Ollie for bringing on Mason first instead of Mata because you need more creativity. This game, you're asking for Mason. So what's actually wrong with
Shut up and get back to
Yeah,
work.
well, you shut up, because people that are asking for Mata don't understand that Mata's never going to change a game off the bench. It's not what he does. He needs to start. He should have started last week.
Jay Desai Sopranos is the best. You're damn right, man.
Still got the
Yeah,
best
he's
touch in the
great.
Premier
Are
League.
you watching this game?
Peaky
What?
Blinders, good, yeah.
He's been probably our
Speaking
best,
to Lee Murphy
best
a bit
player.
earlier.
Yeah.
State of that fucking pass then from Young.
You missed it. You did like a couple of when we were chatting. I just could see in the corner of my eye just giving the ball away. I'm like, Ashley.
As you can tell, Young is.
He looks like he's got no confidence as well,
hello.
which makes it worse.
It's it first time.
No, it's.
Oh, it just wouldn't fall for him, would it?
Oh, wait.
Has he honestly
I
tried to
should
chip
have
him there?
fucking passed that.
Yeah. Ashley Young is Steve's favourite player, if you haven't noticed
Ever.
already, through constant comments.
How many views did that video you put up? Remember
About
of
100,000.
I remember
Use what-
Mum
May or
told.
may not have been why he completely blanked me in Singapore.
Cam
Oh,
just decided
because
the ball just went into the box and Cam just decided to walk across the screen.
no, Rashford got across the front
Is he
there
asking for an handball?
and just missed it. That was a
Is that Matt?
no end product. No end product. Daniel James.
I don't think you can give a handball for that, can you?
With James playing so well off the left and Martial being more traditional 9, is there a chance Rashford gets forced onto the right or even dropped?
No, he'll play instead of James.
That was close, yeah.
He will play instead of James.
Should have probably tried to cut that back across, I think, Rashford. But then again, it's like...
When Rashford and Martial
In the
played
moment.
together, they do the same thing though. They all just go down. They tend to go drift to the left channel, and you just see him next to each other on the left channel.
Yeah.
That's always what happens.
Players, yeah.
Oh, fucking Young's taking it.
This is where he whips one in.
Yeah,
He's probably demanded though. I'll take corners. I'll take the corners.
That's actually
He's fucking captain, isn't he?
Yeah.
that wasn't the worst ball in the world.
He had one in his
But
Villa.
again,
In
still
his Villa
incomplete.
days.
Yeah, but they were like a decade ago.
He
Oh,
had a
White.
whip on him. We always say in his Villa days. I actually had a look at his record the other day. His goal scoring record when he played for Villa was actually terrible.
Terrible play record when
I
he
think
played
just
for
the-
United.
It's almost as if he's not very good.
He had like 18 goals in the Premier League in like well over 200 games for Aston Villa.
I think he scored like 240. Oh, he's had 240 appearances. Sorry for United. And he scored 18 goals. I mean, he's played left back for some of that, or right back for some of that. But I'm pretty sure like 5 of them came the season he was at left wing back, where he just kept pinging them in.
The issue with Ashley is he thinks he's better than he is. That's the issue. And apparently he's fuming that fans are not on side of him.
CJ Brown says, is James just having a bit of a purple patch, or is there genuine quality there? Does look like he can strike a ball, like really.
Look, if he keeps finding the net like that, he's gonna have a great old time.
I mean, like the unstoppable shots, like these top corner in it.
Pogba. Oh, what a pass.
That's a ball.
Oh, no, just not enough on it.
But Rashford still might get this.
Vestergaard, fucking
that attitude from Pogba, from Rashford, you can't fault. You know, he's just lost an header and then chased it down to go and win the other one.
Then you just happened to run into this guy that just didn't move.
Vestergaard's a fucking ogre. Look at the size of him.
You wouldn't argue with him, would
No, probably wouldn't. Give me 2
Yeah, he
points.
does
I'll
look
take
like
it.
Give
me
me 4.
four.
He'll tell me he's a
Does look
prick.
like he'll get casted as like a
I call him a shithouse.
slasher in like a
Yeah,
cabin in the
horror
woods horror film.
Rashford, Pogba, and Pereira being so poor today. I don't think it's Rashford's fault. I think Rashford has they've just tightened up around that central area.
That's
and
about
Rashford's
Ashley
not
Young
really
giving
been
the
able to
ball
find
away
the
there.
space.
Yep.
So
Normal service has resumed. Other people having to wipe his ass for him, and now we're 30 yards further back.
go on,
James breaking through. He's danced through 2 and then nailed. Is that Vestergaard again?
Yeah, that was just the fact that they tightened the space and then made a tackle. So it's just it's some good
Into
play.
the box. Pereira
fuck
missed
me.
the ball.
Misses the ball.
I still got it.
I dummied it. That's what he want.
All part of the plan.
That's that Brazilian flair coming in there.
You were right in saying there's no normal Brazilian.
Well,
Actually,
Get in the
originally it was
comments. Is there a normal Brazilian anyone can think
he's
of?
Belgian, isn't
His
he?
Brazilian parents. but
Name
was born
name a
in Belgium,
name
I
a
think it was.
Brazilian footballer that's
Not
even killed
messed in the head.
and just normal.
That, not an utter maniac. Cafu?
Yeah,
Probably a maniac. We just don't know him enough.
Kaka's
Yeah.
pretty normal, is he not?
I'm hoping
Yeah.
that's not very.
Bad
Ca-
Jesus freak, though.
He's very devout Catholic, I think.
But then that's just the culture of the country, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, they have their giant statue of Jesus Christ on a hill. I think that kind of sums up the culture of the country.
do we need to take Joe to Brazil for no reason whatsoever than
Just
other
get
than
the-
just
get
to
the
get him to
photo
do
op.
that pose?
That would be a great.
underneath
That would be a great Instagram picture for Joe. I feel like Joe would be up for it just for the Insta.
I think he'd be up for that anyway. Yeah.
Are they in here?
Luke
here we
Guardiola
go.
says,
4v4 this.
That's
a 5v4.
Get Edgar Davids.
5v4.
Oh, chance.
5v4.
Oh, he's fluffed
That was absolutely terrible.
I'll get it.
Shea Adams.
Fred. Is he though? The guy booked his fucking wedding in
His
the middle of
second wedding,
pre-season.
yeah.
That's kind of fucking mad.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, like,
I don't
I'm not sure what he
think-
thought his form was, but he thought he was going to the.
Is there a reason Shaw isn't starting ahead of Young? Yeah, he's injured, brother.
Thiago Silva's a good shot.
Thiago Silva? seems-
Yeah, he seems.
Even though he
There
looks
was
like,
that
even
time
though he
had
does
that
look like a
spat online with
tranny.
Joey Barton.
He looks like a tranny though.
Ronaldo is just
Thiago
fat.
Silva.
Ronaldo is just fat. I
Are
don't
you
know if he
fucking
is
for
just-
real, man? The shit that guy used to get up to.
I thought that was
Oh,
me.
yeah, I think he's a maniac.
I just wanted to say that just to clarify. Yeah, didn't he have like a fit the night before like a World Cup final, and everyone was like scared to death of what had actually happened to
I
him?
think there was some nefarious shit going on there. I think Nike at the time were paying like 200 million a season, something outrageous to sponsor the whole Brazilian Football Federation, and obviously part of that was R9. And then he gets to the World Cup final. I think he was 21. Was he 21
Something
for that
like
World
that,
Cup
yeah,
final?
probably, yeah.
Honestly, 1998 vintage original Ronaldo was fucking playable.
Pace,
When he
power.
was at,
Oh,
was he
he's
at PSV and then
so
he went
good.
to Inter.
Barca.
And it was like
Barca.
and
That goal he scored
Barca
for
to
Barca
Inter.
for Bobby Robson,
That
remember?
Barca to Inter sort of version Ronaldo was outrageous.
He was still pretty fucking good when he was at Real and he came to Old Trafford and scored a hat-trick.
I think he was ill. I think he was given some sort of injection. I believe I've read this. And then he had a fit. And they was like, yeah, he's fucking playing.
like in front of all of his teammates,
Yeah.
and everyone was like scared to death.
Yeah, like he had a bad fit, which you can get just from a temperature sometimes. You can just have a fit from a temperature
Yeah.
sometimes.
We don't want.
No idea what the case of that was. And then, after that, he goes out as a bit of a shit game and France win the World Cup.
3-0, was it?
4-1, I think.
4-1.
3-1 or 4-1, something like that.
Oh, I'm thinking of 2002. They beat Germany 3-0, didn't they?
Wow, CJ Brown, we're going to have to throw a fat allegedly over this, and apparently it was a bit of the Colombian party powder. Obviously not confirmed, though.
You wouldn't be shocked, would you?
I would before a fucking World Cup
Oh,
final.
mate,
I would,
like
yeah.
you said, they're fucking crazy.
I mean, like when you used to hear what Ronaldinho got up to, he'd just go out on a night out, have like spend like
To be fair,
400 quid on like
it
alcohol.
wouldn't shock me if Maradona
I'd imagine
was
it'd be
off
more
his
than
fucking
400 quid,
face.
to be fair. I don't think 400 quid's a lot for a footballer to spend.
I mean, back in the day, like probably, I don't know. I mean, like,
probably. But
I mean, like that's 400 quid on like
chicken
a bar
change.
tab, maybe like
Probably on one bottle of, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
we could do with Mason. Need a bit of more of a cutting edge. Like, I'd like to see Greenwood come on, maybe give him half an hour to play, see what he could do in this game.
Yeah, this is the moment in it now where you stick or twist at 1-0. It's horrible 1-0.
I think you take Pereira off.
Nah, 2-0's worse than 1-0.
You got to keep Mata on, even though like I'm not.
Ashley Young's.
What a save!
Cal, could
Callum,
you move
can
out
you
the
get out of the
fucking
way?
way, please?
Slender Man.
I mean, that was Slenderman.
Oh, 1-0.
Vestergaard.
Vestergaard. Fucking
Say,
Vestergaard.
I was just saying, he just wins the header from the corner.
That's what I was going to say. Vestergaard was being marked by
1-0.
Ashley Young.
What did I say?
Ashley Young was marking Vestergaard.
That's not sensible.
No.
Centre halves, mark centre halves.
I said this in the preview. I said this before, and the marking just needed to be right, especially when you got 6'7".
Lindelof again, apparently, in the comments are saying. God's sake.
Who put the ball in? That's the annoying. Ward-Prowse, but
Free header.
That's a good.
Free fucking
That's a good
header.
ball to begin with, and is it?
So Pogba loses that one, and then, I mean, he's come from behind Lindelof, but Lindelof's not even looked behind him to see where he's coming from. I'm not sure that's Lindelof's man as the ball's played. Whoever, is it Rashford? No, he's too far away.
Do you think De
I
Gea
don't know
should
who
have
it
come out?
was.
Should have come out and dealt with that?
Fucking shit.
It wasn't like leaving him in no
Maybe.
one.
I mean,
It wasn't leaving him in no man's land if he did. To be honest.
yeah.
I'm not sure Lindelof stood a chance there, really.
He doesn't even look, though. He doesn't even look to see if there's anyone behind him.
Yeah, true.
Is there a shout from Wan-Bissaka? Or is there? I don't know. It's just set pieces we've just not dealt with again.
6'7" hot running jump though.
What?
Probably fucking would, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing Jacob Olsey back in the comment section. He's the biggest Martial hater. You know what? we don't... And now Martial's not playing, we're going to see who else he complains about.
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on.
Put Lingard on now.
What matters the last guy you need making that run down the middle?
Can't fucking win, can you? Lingard needed to be dropped. Now he needs to come on.
We're not doing. Jacob says we're not doing enough in midfield. It's all Saints. I feel like before the goal there was.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
probably
going to
be. It's going to end up
hoping for
being
the best.
Mata for Lingard, probably Greenwood for Pereira.
Oh,
Marcus just hasn't had a good game at all.
Yeah.
It's just really not gone for him.
Yeah, I think he comes off. You need to.
He won't take. He's not taking Rashford off. Not a Pereira is taking Rashford off. Like someone mentioned, it will be James or Pereira that make way for Mason.
Yeah. Lindelof not
I don't
strong
think he
enough
takes
to
James off.
jump. And,
Oh, Shane Long.
oh God.
They're twisting.
Yeah.
They're going to go for it. He's fucking lethal against us and all.
Shane Long's one of them guys on his day can be unplayable.
Not creating chances again. Is this a case of second half? Have we been dealt with in the first half? Someone's seen what we're about and dealt with it second half. Got some comments. We could do with Mason, need a bit more cutting edge. We already read that one. Lindelof not strong enough, didn't jump. We aren't doing enough in midfield at all, it's Saints. Half an hour to go. Have we got anything else in us?
I have to get 3 points here.
We really do.
Colin Fleming saying time for Chong.
I'm uncertain on Chong, me.
I mean, he's not sure.
What we can't do is lose this game going into the derby.
Oh, I think we definitely could.
Well, is it, when is it? When is the derby? Yeah, you keep saying. I was like, The derby's not next week, Ronaldo. I think it's Leicester next week.
Oh, what's he done?
That completely tripped me out. I saw it on the fixture list. I come on a BT, like on a little corner.
Probably the next time we're on BT.
Yeah, it probably is that.
And it's completely tripped me out.
If Shane Long scores here, I'm going to get bantered so hard in my group chat. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but don't you get bantered in the group chat anyway?
Can we score? Can we score two more?
What's that fucking beard all about?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing as well.
Can we score two more and then Shane Long will score just to annoy Kieran? Right. Alexis could have changed this game. I don't think he could have done.
I don't think I know what to let him.
No. He relies on having the ball and he just doesn't. And space, and he's just not going to get that. So Sanchez wouldn't have done anything really here. I don't think at all.
Adnan in the comments says Ollie still won't make a change until the 80th minute. Now, someone sent me some info because I was thinking as he left this a little bit too late. So someone did the legwork, and I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, so I do apologise. But he sent me a load of research that he's done, which is when he's made the substitutions both at United and at Molde. It was a little bit later for United. It was the average time of the first substitution was about the 62nd minute. But at Molde, it was 55th minute was when he was making the changes on average. And that was mostly because he was making half-time substitutions with regularity when he was at Molde, which I do find very interesting.
Shane Long was getting dangerously close to that ball then, Kieran.
Close to scoring there.
I'd bring in Tuanzebe next game, let Lindelof sit there and think about what happened.
Sit there and think about what you've done.
So that's an interesting...
like the video if you're depressed.
Because the thing with Shane Long is he just runs very fast and just jumps very high.
Set pieces just haven't been out.
Oh, there we go. It was the Women's Super Cup, Man United versus City. That's what you saw, Ronaldo. Because I just kept hearing you say,
on the break.
Derby. Go on, see the pass.
Fucking book him, Mike.
Can we get that clipped up, please?
Fucking Mike.
I want that as an audio clip.
I wonder how far away Tuanzebe actually is from nicking Lindelof's space.
Don't know. I mean, like you haven't. I think after the Europa, if we see him play a game, we might.
I do want to see. We want to see that under 23 United in the Europa as much as possible. Although the forward lineup's probably going to be exactly the same.
Jimmy Garner should start to play for Mohamed Rashid. Yeah. I mean, like
I like Jimmy.
I mean, like you can probably speak more on. You said the same thing about Jimmy Garner for a bit of a while about his X factor compared to McTominay.
Yeah, he's just got. It seems like he's either got a bit more intelligence about him in terms of like game intelligence, just that knack that you can't even teach sometimes that someone has. They just in the right spot at the right time. They make right decisions on a regular basis. Now, I prejudiced James Garner a little bit on the back of one game because I couldn't get it out of my head. How was he? I'm not going to say how bad he played in that game.
How has he got this?
But how limited he looked with certain things. And it was Liverpool in the Youth League away, and it was actually at Tranmere. Were we talking about Tranmere before?
We're talking about Mike Dean.
Mike Dean, yeah.
There we go, yeah. So it was actually at Tranmere.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Which is a shit stadium, by the way. But it was at Tranmere playing Liverpool in the Youth League, and it might have been as much to do with Nicky Butt as anything else. But Nicky Butt played Angel as a 10. With his back to goal, it's not him. He's got to be on the ball. In the particular way that he played him, that is. And he played Jimmy Garner as a 6. And in this game, Ethan Laird was overlapping like mad down that right-hand side, and Jimmy couldn't find him. And it was frustrating as hell. And then United made a shitload of subs.
It's it.
Here we go. Go on, Marcus.
Oh, fuck. That took a little bit too long.
Is he man of the match today, or what?
What, Vestergaard?
Yeah, he's fucking
just
smashed it, innit? He's absolutely bullied Marcus today. Absolutely bullied him and scored their equaliser.
Need to pull it half a second earlier.
This is great from Pogba, though. Brilliant. Yeah, Marcus should have hit the trigger there.
Yeah.
Shit. There was time and time again, Ethan Laird was overlapping and he was in great space and Jimmy couldn't hit him. And then they made a few more subs, moved Angel back into the 6, and Angel started playing those balls and United started getting into the game. It was just a little bit too late, we ended up going out. But that game has always stuck in my head and I almost can't get over how limited he looked in that game.
No.
But I've seen him have, in recent games, you've seen him spraying it around like Carrick used to a little bit. So maybe it was just a bad day. Maybe he was injured and carrying a knock. Couldn't, if he's had a tight muscle, he didn't want to, be hitting 50-yard balls out there. But that particular game was stuck in my head and it's been so hard for me to shake off how he played in that game, but he has got an X factor about him.
Oh,
He's got a lot of leadership qualities. He's captained United at every single age group, but like behind the first team. So
Great tackle. Sauce.
So I'm saying though, I'm just watching it. Just Pereira is just not at the level to start for United. Just isn't. I've just never been a fan. I don't.
I mean, man,
He's
agrees
better
with you.
further
How does
forward, though.
Andreas get close to the starting 11? I mean, I feel like it's just that naturally right-sided players are at limited at United. I mean, we have Tahith Chong, who's probably...
this is going to boil some piss now.
Who in the top 8 teams in the
Don't
league?
bring him
does
on for
Pereira
Mata.
start for?
Don't bring him on for... What
was
Bring
that,
him on for
man?
Who was
Mata.
that?
Was Mata.
Right.
Bring him on for Mata.
Can anyone answer that?
What?
Who in the top 8 teams does Pereira start for?
Everton. Maybe. At most. I'm not very...
No, I wouldn't even say Everton.
this is the problem. We've got too many players that would be good squad players. Because I think Pereira would, certain James would, certain Mata would at the current state. But they're starting.
Someone just said Matic is coming on. What?
Fuck off.
I mean,
Lings is coming on now.
so that's going to be like Lingard and Matic. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's...
that is exactly what's happening.
That is actually what is happening.
I'm glad I'm not on Twitter at the moment.
So
What is he doing?
I'm not doing it. I'm not your circus pet.
he's not gonna, so I don't mind. Mata's coming off from. Oh my. Okay, Mata's.
Message is coming on for Pereira.
Wait. Are we moving Pogba further forward? I actually might not. Wait, this might actually not be the worst thing in the world.
Tactical change.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Oh, he's shitting it. He's like, please, 3 points I need.
Yeah, Regan Jones,
Oh,
Matic
mate,
on.
can you
Pogba
imagine the fucking shit that's going to come out if it's like 3 wins in 16 games?
Oh, fuck.
Imagine if
Hey, Ashley Young punt up the pitch and
Lingard scores now. That'd be great. Go on.
we have the foul ref.
That's a foul. Yep. So Pogba probably is going to be further forward. But it poses a question: who's going to Greenwood going to come on for? If
It'd be James.
James, or do you think? I mean, yeah,
It'd be James.
James.
It's not even point discussing it. He's not going to take Marcus off unless he gets a knock. And even then, there's no guarantee then.
I mean, do you think that? I mean, we said the one to watch the start of the game was Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba probably further forward is what a lot of the fans have been calling out for.
He's looked good in patches today, but as usual, I just don't think in a 2 it suits him. I want to see him played in midfield 3.
Well, yeah, it seems too deep because obviously the midfield 3 that he played at Juventus was Pirlo, who did all of the like nice tapping around, making sure he was open. And then you had Marchisio, who did literally all of the legwork.
Or even Vidal, but they play the same role. Vidal or Marchisio did the same thing. They just run around like maniacs.
Pogba don't go run there.
Pogba to
Oh,
Lingard.
fuck.
Dodgy.
Poor first touch.
He's not got his game touch going
No,
on.
he hasn't had it for a while.
I swear, I honestly, Matic is going to either be all right this game or just be terrible. I can already see it. He's not going to do anything.
James on the left.
Also, the thing is
Side for Pogba, who is now on the edge of the D. Oh, it's a heavy touch. He's gone down.
He's still got it.
He's offside.
Lingard's picked it up. Surely he's offside. Matic pinging one.
Oh, fuck.
Pigeons on the roof. Just got hit by that.
Yeah. I think he's playing.
20 minutes left
He
now.
thinks he's playing rugby on the south coast with that sort of shot. Guys, don't complain. This is the new Man United. So what it took 70 minutes for our coach to see a problem.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Short, sweet answer to that comment from
Honestly,
Kieran.
man. So much negativity.
I mean, it didn't seem like there was much of a problem. It was like a 5-minute spell where we just started kicking the ball along, and then obviously they went and
into a
scored.
little corner now.
Yeah.
Yep. You've been put down by
Producer
Kieran.
Cam teach me everything he knows, the bully.
You could take McTominay off.
Wow, looks
Stem
like
to
Ollie
the
can adapt mid-game. Only taking him 6 months. I mean, it's an interesting. I mean, you've got Pogba. It's kind of working around Pogba in the midfield, isn't it? Like, but it's
As
interesting.
always.
As always. I mean, Kieran, do you want to answer anyone in the comments? Do you want to just give out your personal justice?
I don't know. I feel like shutting some people down. This is a bit depressing to watch.
Where'd you go on a piss last night?
Went to... It was £5 for a pint in the ground, which is a bar lake, but I was in pain, so it was fine. Then I went to the...
Which game did you go to?
Lancashire, Leicestershire, the T20. It was all right, to be fair.
Cricket.
Yeah, I told you I
shut
was
the
going
fuck
to
up,
the
no one
cricket.
cares.
What game do you think I went on a fucking...
I don't know.
On a Friday night?
There was rugby on last night. Could have gone rugby.
No, yeah, rugby season. And the World Cup's next month as well, so they've like...
Oh, no, but that's rugby union, so no one gives a
Who
fuck.
is this?
Oh, what? Fucking rugby league. Only half this country plays rugby league.
With a tight top. Very tight top.
So, Sofian Buffal is coming off
Said
for
that very tight top. Very tight top.
some eye candy for Ronaldo.
Oh, when the Saints...
It's Armstrong. Okay.
Oh, I hate football.
Ollie should bring Lukaku off the bench, ... Lukaku would have done nothing here.
You're the funniest guy at your primary school.
Is that what someone said in the comments?
Yep.
To me?
No, it's just in general. Ollie should bring... No, that was Steve just saying
okay.
it to someone.
This season's going to fucking suck.
Yeah, it is a bit.
That's a great ball. Just couldn't get James on the end of it from Pogba. Pogba, I think, has been pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's been trying stuff. I think he looks arsed. It's not all come off, but I think he's been all right.
I'm going to assume that it's either cricket or rugby. CJ Brown has said Tory sport.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
What's it they say? Football is a gentleman's game played by hooligans. Rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen. Don't you...
Shut your fucking Tory.
He's the biggest fucking Tory here.
Producer can. I've lived in Germany.
Scandinavia.
He's actually muted your mic.
Canada.
Fucking dickhead.
He's actually muted your mic.
Is it back on now? Is it?
Oh. Red card.
Referee.
He's on a
Fuck's
card.
sake, Michael!
He's on a card as well. Kevin Danzo. He's on a card.
Oh, he's fucking off.
Yes!
Hey!
Red card
take
for the
some solace
fucking
in-
lads.
Wait.
Take a fucking seat, son.
Who on earth makes a challenge
I
like
was
that on
just
a
thinking
yellow?
the same thing. The state of that
Kevin
challenge.
Danzo does.
Yeah, Kevin Danzo.
That's what Kevin Danzo does.
Red card for Kevin
Is that Mike
Danzo.
Dean's 100 red
That's
card?
possibly
Or
one
did
of
he
the
get that a while
stupidest
ago?
things I've seen.
Because I remember Mike Dean's been on 100 red cards was on 100 red card or 99 red cards for a while.
Is that his 100th? He had to wait till he was on telly, didn't
What?
he? Mate, that's
Fucking hell, that's a straight roll.
That's a fucking yeller in the first minute, that.
He's
fucking mullered
fucking
him.
nailed McTominay.
I'm
there.
so confused.
Does he even point? No, straight away he's done the... He did that I fucked up face.
I call match fixing.
I just threw
you don't
all of
tackle.
my legs.
He must have something he's got a reminder on telly,
Right,
and he was
now,
just thinking shit.
Ashley Young off,
I need to go
Mason
home and watch
Greenwood
Kitchen-
on.
Kitchen
Fucking
Nightmare.
go for it, Ollie lads.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Who makes that tackle on a yellow? That doesn't make any-
Apparently Kevin Danzo, new signing for Southampton.
Yeah,
Where did they get him
absolutely
from?
fucking mullered him.
Augsburg.
Oh, they're going to send him back after that.
He's on
Fucking
loan,
hell.
I think.
Oh, is he fucking hell?
That was a semi-final tackle.
CJ Brown says an Irish Tory like a unicorn, except it seems to be real. He's not even fucking Irish.
Yeah.
Just puts that voice on. I swear to God, he's not even Irish. What passport have you
Birth-wise,
got? What passport
I
have you got?
do not have an Irish passport.
There we go.
I do have an English passport, I have to say.
There you go. Not even Irish.
But whatever situation arises, I change my nationality.
actually
Oh, James in the
Touch.
box. Oh,
Hey,
showed a bit of Emperor.
Actually,
No end product,
Go on,
James.
Pogba.
what? Some sort of flair coming out. Yeah. Oh.
And I have to say, there's plenty of Tories in Ireland as
Might
well.
just be creative.
Ashley Young. Everyone sit down, relax.
Backstick.
Masaka back post.
Worst one in the world.
McTominay, James lays it off for Matic. Out on the left to Ashley Young. Everyone relax. Back to Matic.
Oh,
Shows some decent feet. McTominay spreads it out
They've done
wide
well
to
to keep the ball,
Wan-Bissaka.
Show your winger.
Three people inside the box, including Pogba.
Turns him inside out. That's a good ball.
Wan-Bissaka.
Go in,
James.
James.
If James.
Oh, there's that fucking end product.
Has that gone for a
I
throw
think
in?
it's gone for a throw in. No, it stayed in. What the fuck? He just had a shot that stayed in play.
In the far corner. That's a good ball.
Oh, it's an hell of
Is
a
he
ball.
going to try again?
Oh, there's that end product. It's
Gone for a throw-in, though.
I swear, if Dan James volleyed that in the top bin. Howson. End product, man.
I'm just going home. If you put that one in.
Yeah.
Woo! Scorchio.
That's a good cross.
So it was a good cross. It hung so
He could have
long in the air.
Wan-Bissaka runs. He sees it at like first.
He could have.
hit.
He was in the air that long that he could have whipped his phone out, banged a selfie out, and then volleyed it. It was in the air that long.
That's what I'm saying. If you weren't sure, you could have just set it back across the goal.
He could have brought it down. He had the time. If you bring it down there, what's likely to happen? Cedric's gonna fucking go through you.
Yeah.
Penalty, laughing.
Not many players have the composure to do that, though. That's something probably.
Fuck off, my team, man. Just everything, he probably is like a good ref, to be fair. But he's just so
Annoying.
yeah, narcissistic.
The dog farted.
going to take out the whole studio.
Get the aircon on.
We're panicking again. I mean, we had a good
80% possession-ish, last 20.
Yeah. Since we made the changes, actually, like Matic and
Hesse Lingardinho.
I'm wondering why he hasn't.
I'm not repeating that. I'm not repeating Hesse.
Yeah, I want to see Greenwood now. Just do it. Last 15.
What,
now,
for Rashford, or do you think?
it probably should be, but
fucking hell, man.
it won't be. It'll definitely be Dan James.
That's Maya Yoshida.
They're bringing
oh,
on
wow.
a centre-back.
Maya Yoshida is built. I didn't.
He's not that built.
She's decently built for a footballer. Like, footballer aren't going to be like... I mean, they're not...
Seen bigger triceps on children. What the fuck are you talking about?
They're not going to be as built as, like, Akin Fenwer.
He's not very built, I don't think.
Okay, we'll just go with... He's athletic.
He's athletic.
Oh, really? Professional footballer playing in the Premier League's athletic?
Well, the amount of training they do.
I mean, according to some
That's what I'm
United
saying,
fans,
if you
Luke
look at-
Shaw's
No, but if you see the
professional
body,
footballer playing in the Premier League...
If you see the body shape of Luke Shaw, if he didn't, as soon as he retires, he's gonna balloon.
What do you reckon?
Have you seen
Alan
Wesley
Brazil levels?
Have you seen Wesley
Yes.
Sneijder?
You can.
Wesley Sneijder, from a month
Mate.
not playing footballer, is just...
Good for him, though.
It's
Yeah,
like...
fucking
It's
a lot of
right. Good old time.
There's a lot of players that have body types where
Shit, man.
they're only.
I retired 10
slightly in
years
shape
ago.
because they're playing every week. Luke Shaw will be fat.
Will still be linked to him as well.
Rooney
Do you
was
reckon
still.
Alan Brazil levels? How is he still alive?
Man, his face is the colour of your jumper. Like, it's
It
fucking
is.
outrageous.
It's darker. It's darker. It's
darker,
like a
man.
liver colour. It's so deep. I mean, I don't even know what his blood pressure is,
Oh,
but it's not right, is what it
Coming out
is.
of his eyeballs.
Bro, cholesterol city.
He played for United, didn't he, Alan Brazil, for a while?
He did. About 25 stone ago.
And the rest.
Can't remember who it was, but he was like... I can't remember who it was, but someone was like, the only man who can kick a ball all the way to Brazil. He used to be the Lion. I can't... Was it goalkeeper? I can't remember what the goalkeeper would be at that time.
How minging is it that Van Dijk might get the Ballon d'Or?
Oh.
Mate, it's the same with fucking every Liverpool player that's half decent, and he is good, let's be honest with ourselves. They get hyped up so fucking much.
It's a popularity contest.
It really is.
Van Dijk surely can't win that for winning the Champions League.
I mean, there was
That's it.
I can't remember which year it was, but there was a year that
True.
there's a year that Wesley Sneijder should have won it. I mean, the treble, and he was also one of the best players at the
Yeah,
World
2010.
10, 11, yeah. And then there was also the year that probably Luis Suarez should have won it. However much I don't want to admit that.
If Egypt had won
When
the
it was the
AFCON,
Neymar,
I would have backed Salah to win it.
it was the
Just
Neymar
o-
Suarez.
It's just overly Barcelona Real Madrid centric.
It was like the Messi Suarez Neymar year, you know, when they scored like 100 goals, but then Suarez basically had like 35 goals, like 27 assists.
Statistically, I think he should win it.
Probably even
Again,
more.
Messi.
Yeah. But he's had a bad season though. He scored like 46 goals. Shit.
And he's only, 31?
And he only carried to Barcelona to a title when the rest of the team was like Kevin Prince Boateng.
A lot of people saying, including Abdul, obviously I'm on Twitter, Colin Valverde, like the biggest fraud in
He plays
history.
4-4.
Oh, go on.
He plays 4-4-2 at Barcelona. Like, what is that? Like, why would you play that at Barcelona?
Old fashioned Brexit football.
Like, Coutinho was out on the wing, which didn't really suit him that well. I'm like, Vidal, Paul. I mean, he brought Paulinho back and then sold him back.
That was a weird one.
Made no sense.
Oh, that was a good.
1 goal versus Wolves, 1 goal versus Palace, 1 goal versus Saints. Terrible. Well, there's
But here's the thing, man. There's more to a game of football than did you put it into the net. Like, there's way more to it than that.
Mason.
Oh, he's coming on
Like
now.
you said, he scored some banging goals. He's
10
played
minutes
well
enough for him
today.
to
I'd
make an
say
impact
today's
on
played
the
well,
game.
but he's still missed a lot.
The Southampton have parked the bus here. I think they're happy with the point, to be honest, and being down to 10 men.
Yeah.
They've no strikers on the pitch. Well, they do. Shane Long, but he doesn't count.
Remember to hit the like button if you haven't. You can hear us talk about, well, random things like, apparently, according to Daniel Brown, Matic loses the ball again. I don't know if he does it or if it's just because he has done it. I'm putting my nan in a cage. I don't know.
What's the
you're into,
dimensions
mate.
of this cage, mate?
I don't know what your nan's done wrong.
Like, is it like, because some parrots have like quite big dome cages, don't they, that people have in the front room?
I'd
It
hope that
almost
you
dominates
weren't
the
trying to
front
like
room.
stuff an old woman into a cage, like a parrot-sized
Is she
cage.
comfortable sitting on a chair in there, or has she got to sit on the floor? Or is it one of them like contortionist things where you're going to have to like stuff her legs in and that? I want to know the dimensions of this cage.
it's one of the
Also, what sort of
milk
gauge
crates,
steel are we looking at for the fingers? These are important things for me.
Wan-Bissaka on the right now.
What sort of schedule has she got for like going out for a walk and that?
I think they just roll the cage out on wheels.
Really?
Just get some sunlight, some fresh air.
No, you got to move, man.
Well, that's the thing. That like, is the cage big enough for them to move
Wan-Bissaka,
inside?
his crossing's not been amazing today. Jesse's on the ball. He's put one into the back stick for Dan James. He has took a touch this time. Ashley Young's there. Relax, everyone. Matic.
Oh, he's been awful since he's come on.
Harry Maguire is on the edge of Southampton's third. That's how much United are pouring forward. Do you know what behind it? I mean, we have seen him
Fellaini.
getting stripped. Well, I was going to say Mason, but who's he bringing
Fellaini,
on for?
Vestergaard. That's like the irresistible
I'd
force
bring him on
meets the
for
immovable
McTominay, actually, in this
object.
situation.
I said that earlier. I think he might bring him on for.
Harry Maguire scored a last-minute winner
Dan James
for
on
Leicester.
the right, back stick to...
No end
there's
product.
that end product again.
Too deep.
Harry Maguire did score a last-minute winner for Southampton or for Leicester last season. Here.
And
You were right.
for one.
The reason I realised
No,
that
it's
is
for
because
McTominay.
that won me 150 quid. So if he does it today, good omen.
So we're actually just going everyone
Now
up
he's gonna
front.
pull
Do you think he's
Pogba
gonna?
back.
It probably.
It might go 4-4-2.
Yeah. Oh, I meant match the formations.
Or
Play
4-2-2. Well, they've only got 10 players, so you're not going to match formations, are you?
No.
That's it, she's going in the cage. Talk to me about this cage.
Mason Greenwood needs a trim though.
That's it. She's going in the cage.
Looking a bit rough.
bringing Mason on so late. I mean, I would have brought him maybe on slightly earlier, but if he's the final sub, you don't usually shove them on because then you got 20 minutes. Anything can happen. Injuries.
Yeah, that's the nightmare in it, is you get an injury.
Yeah.
Come on, United. At least get a shot on target while they're down to 10 men, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I want to hear someone say 4th place after this week. All right, 4th place. There you go. Now what?
Harry Maguire is driving forward, but look on the right, the space.
Fucking Spurs have been half as bad as we have.
Spurs have been shocking this season.
Yeah.
Arsenal have racked
Like,
up
no,
victories, but not against anyone.
We're nowhere
good.
near Liverpool or City, right? If anyone thought that we were, you're off your fucking rocker. But we are in
Marcus.
this. Go on, Marcus.
Oh,
Rolled it.
fucking hell.
At least he got a shot off. It's a start. But we are in the mix with Spurs, Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yeah. Arsenal, like I said, Arsenal have 2 wins, but they didn't play anyone like good. Like Newcastle have been terrible.
Arsenal haven't been too.
And somehow they beat Spurs. I don't
Arsenal's
know how that
Newcastle
happened.
win was really dodgy as well. Newcastle deserved it.
Young
But
finds Matic.
there's no movement in the box.
Harry Maguire's standing level with Matic, and actually so's fucking Lindelof. United are having it. Maguire's done a drive. That's the first time I've seen him do that since the Chelsea game, actually. James has floated one up to absolutely no fucker. I mean, let's have a look how many crosses he's put in versus how many have been successful, because it is low.
Don't want to even hear about football anymore. This is making me want to take a bath with a toaster.
Some dark people in the comments.
We've got a man who's going to lock his nan in the cage, and we've got a man who wants to just take a bath with a
Bath
toaster.
with a toaster.
Yeah.
Oh, poor touch from Pogba.
Risking it all.
First time today.
If someone just turned on the telly, you wouldn't know this was a 10 versus 11 match.
I think you would. I think that's being a bit dramatic.
I mean,
They're sitting in their own box.
They are sitting all 9 men, outfield players, in their half. So it's not really. Let's see.
10 v 11.
Did Danny Ings even play?
Yeah.
He's still on.
I've just seen him there in the lineup, and I was like, don't remember seeing him.
He's still on, I think.
No, I don't think
Ashley
so.
Young
fucking
driving
right,
forward
good
down the
game.
left.
No, he took off.
Oh, nice
Go
for
on,
Jesse
Jess.
Lingard.
Right, hit it.
Go on, you got options. Go right, go right.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking
why on
hell,
earth would
man.
he pass that?
I mean, I said hit it, but I didn't mean then.
4 shots on target from Dan James.
Should have put that out.
69% pass completion. It's pretty
That's
low.
the issue though, because Greenwood in this, because he's a young player, he's not gonna say to Lingard afterwards, "Yo,
Lingard.
pass the fucking
Well,
ball."
Greenwood said
He
pass it to
might.
Pogba.
No, he should.
Mike Dean getting the
Well, obviously, veteran players, when you say that, are just gonna look at you like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?"
Take on 0 out of 3. Tackles 2 from 2. Crosses 1 out of 4.
Lingard past his prime, as people are saying in the comments, basically.
I mean, it's prime.
He's
of 10
27.
games.
He's 27.
Dan James now. Oh, fuck, here we go. Dan James has seen a lot of the ball.
James in for Pogba. Back to
That's a
Dan
good
James.
ball. Come on.
Another cross no one managed to get on the end of.
That was actually a good ball, though.
Yeah, it was in the right spot. Just no one got on the end of it. Out to Lindelof and Maguire, who now are camped on the edge of just all the banks.
I thought he was trying
That's
to take a
composed,
shot.
that.
And now we've got no... Oh, turn!
Why would you not set that?
Matic is the one that you're looking at for turn.
It's not a pen.
Is that
VAR.
yes,
what a
Wan-Bissaka is put out for that throw though.
Oh, is Mike getting something in his ear?
This is depressing to watch. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pen. That's a pen.
That's a pen.
Oh, fuck, I can't do this again. Honestly, I can't watch another pen.
You got to touch.
Steps across him.
Is this going to VAR, is it? No, it's not.
No.
Fucking might be.
Cough, Mike.
We've got however much extra time. I'm going to say about 3 minutes probably. There's not with VAR at all.
Game's absolutely slipped away from us again, hasn't it?
No, fuck me.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure if anyone, like, some of these people were probably ahead of us because we're streaming it, aren't we? On what we've got online.
Yeah, I feel like turning off the comments in case something happens. Like,
some people are behind, so
I don't think it has been. Yeah. Like, none of the goals or anything was given up by him. Pogba driving forward. Mason. No, it's Lingard.
of course he's shooting.
Lingard refuses to pass to Mason.
Here's the thing now. The fan base has got themselves to fucking blame for this. You hound a guy saying not scored in 14 fucking games, and then you wonder why he's fucking trying to shoot. He's trying to shut you up, you fucking knobheads. Leave him to it. '86, '87, basically.
It was that was tripping up that little thing there.
Yeah, it's if people are saying just pen question mark, yeah, it was what looked like a bit of a rough move on Mason Greenwood, but unfortunately was nothing came of it.
I hate football.
do you see that thing? If anyone comes near the VAR office, it's like an automatic. What is it?
I mean, the closest, yeah, it's like if you go in the VAR office during a game, it's an automatic yellow card. Except the VAR office is like closest to Chelsea by about 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like there's no ground near the VAR office.
Harry Maguire's looked so good when he's come up towards the halfway line.
Mason, few lollipops. He's bent one and he's took a save out of the keeper for it.
Play that back to Pogba.
Oh, mate, what a fucking winner that would have been.
See, give him the ball.
Could still get something here.
Out to James, I think. Left foot cross. Marcus is
flat-footed.
Was that a header? I don't know what the fuck that was. Hit him in the face, maybe. Mason. Out to Matic on the right-hand side.
It was like Southampton's only chance in this game as well. By the Ings header just before.
Out to Young, Dan James, left-hand side of the box. He's gone forward, put a cross in.
Oh, who wants to score? Hey, does anyone?
We've got 4 or 5 players in the box.
Oh, fuck me. That nearly went top bins. That
was
you-know-who.
that was always prime Ashley Young. He only scores goals like that.
Yeah, he does.
Like, just there and just finesses it.
But it missed. So shut the fuck
How
up.
close was this?
There's part of me that wasn't so sure that was like, if that had gone top corner, I don't think I would have even reacted. I just was.
Oh, that was close as well.
The thing is, he's scored goals like that.
Very close. Great save from the keeper here for Masons. He's probably put it a little bit too easy for him, but it was still a fucking fantastic shot, and he's at full stretch for it, actually.
Can we restart this season? No, I want to restart after we beat Chelsea 4-0. Just because that makes Cam cry every time we mention it.
Here we go.
I think we'll
shut up!
We'll be ahead of you by the end of the day.
You're playing Sheffield United. Sheffield United aren't pushing.
Cross from Dan James.
Wasn't a bad cross, to be fair. Here's Mason.
He's putting the ball
Mason
in there.
from the right.
It's a great ball.
Like, you can't fault him for not.
In the corner.
He's putting the ball in
Corner
there.
now.
89th fucking minute, lads. Jesus fucking Christ.
3:57 watching. Smash the like button, please. Put us out of our misery. Thanks for that.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Is that a spoiler?
Can Chelsea's best players Mason Mount? He's not going anywhere.
Lovely.
Standing it up back stick for no one.
Found no one.
I think you're a big side though. Southampton.
Matic out to Young on the left.
Just absolutely no one.
We're shit in the air, aren't we? Is that why he's moved? He dropped his arse and ran off.
4 minutes out of time. Oh no, it's
4 to go. Get on.
No, it's on my leg.
Oh, no one in there. Fucking second, but
very composed.
Teaser wanted to join.
That stinks, doesn't it? Jesus just farted over there, and he just walked away, and they're all just smothered.
He gets embarrassed. That's why he just come over here. He's like, I farted over there. Help me.
He's looking at everyone's reactions now, thinking, "Oh shit."
Shall we start the Pogba conversation? Seems about time. Yep.
After today,
Again, I agree with AK. Pogba's not the problem. Like
that was a fucking right touch. Then
Shane
Jesus.
Long.
Shane Long.
Lingard breaking through.
got close.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew that
handball,
was
what?
coming.
Man of the match, Christ.
Vestergaard. We said it earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, been an animal.
Probably the fucking shout. Fuck's sake.
Steve just looked like you just proper bin Diesel off then. They just threw him.
Yeah, Rashford's not had a good game today whatsoever.
No.
No, Rashford's been poor today.
Hear the Trashford comments incoming.
People are just sticking on Pogba in the comments, it seems. Like, I mean, some defending, but...
Nah, the United fans do, like, especially on Twitter, attack Rashford a lot, though.
Yeah.
Well, anything and anyone on Twitter, just fucking helmet central, innit?
Just... Seems like they're just doing a late press now to keep us in our own half.
Yeah. Oh, chairs might go.
No, they're happy with the point.
Imagine going into the corner for a draw.
At home. I don't care who you are. Doing that at home's just not on.
So what, this will be...
If you're doing it for a win, I can
5
probably
points
deal
from a
with that.
possible 12.
It's not good enough.
No.
Arguably 7's not, but...
To say that we were coming into a like patch of games where it was Crystal
Well, you
Palace.
looked at them and you were like, well, they're winnable.
Go on,
Dan James
Sorry,
knocked it
mate.
past the fullback. Can he get a cross in two coming in? It's out for a corner.
Nah, he didn't.
Oh, it's a fucking goal kick. Fucking mad.
He sliced
There's
it.
no way that was a goal
I think he
kick.
kicked it with a standing leg,
Fuck's sake.
and now they've gone down.
So they're now going to waste out the
Look,
next.
look, watch it. He, like, kicks his standing leg and almost injures himself trying to cross it.
Absolutely.
Look.
That's getting cut up.
Does that go down as a cross?
Look at that. They're cheering the goal kick like it's a fucking goal.
They're cheering the guy staying down for the next
Fuck.
minute and a half. However long. And then Mike Dean won't add the time on at all.
Fucking draws, man.
Fuck. Sake.
I hate football. Pogba and James clearly our best players. I mean, James scored a fucking cracker of a goal, but
Rob,
outside of that, I mean...
Right, Rob, shut up. Villa could go above United today. Just...
I don't know why you're fucking laughing. The only team we beat this season, Cam, Chelsea fan, is you.
And apparently we're awful and we beat you 4-0, so how does that put you?
Shit house.
I mean, that's if you beat Sheffield United, which will be interesting to see.
If he's injured, get him off the pitch.
I mean, like, he has nearly been on the floor for 2 minutes. He's not getting off this pitch. Wait, other way. Yeah, there we go.
Like button, people. Like the video, please.
Like our pain.
Please. Can I get us to 200 likes and we'll fucking trash the office?
At the end of the game here...
He's not going to end it. He's going to have another 2 minutes, I'd say.
Do you think? I wouldn't put past him. Maybe a nice 30 seconds.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, they've got the ball.
Players rating. The whole team gets a 0. A fat 0. And he's staying down. Holding his head. So...
It's the world's biggest killer.
Who we got next? Leicester?
Hope.
Fucking international break as well. Oh! God, I hate football.
It's not fun to watch, is it? Like, this is just... It's like a stay of execution at the moment now. They're just not... Nothing to do.
I'm a Salford City fan anyway.
Don't even know how to review.
Where's the urgency, Ashley?
It's just been fucking...
Where are you throwing this?
Backwards.
Right.
The 95th.
Get a run. Someone get a run going. Jeez.
Because there's probably still 2 minutes left because of that injury.
Do you think?
Yeah, but lumping it up against these lot, like, look at that, like.
Yeah, they're a bit.
If Vestergaard's not the man of the match
It's 4-on-4
for this game, that was a heavy challenge. No, you got a yellow card. I don't think he cares at this point. International break is a blessing right now.
No, it ain't. It's shit.
Well, what? Because half the players are going to go off to their international teams when we're trying to learn a system and probably do something completely different, and he's just going to have to reset probably.
They're just happy to get the ball.
great.
Pogba's done his hamstring. Nice. That's a good ball.
That's a shit fucking ball.
Pogba's done his hamstring and he's trying to run on it. That's always a good one.
You think they've won the game? Fucking dickheads, man. Pardon my French.
21 shots, 8 on target.
Look at this! He is really a B-Tech. Klopp, look at him. Yeah, the camera's on you, mate. We know.
You drew at home, you fucking knob.
Is United, though. Well.
What does that even mean anymore?
What?
I'm embarrassed for you.
All his Southampton players have definitely got clauses in their contract. Any points you win against the top 6,
bonus,
50 grand bonus probably each. Probably do.
So that's the end of this very depressing watch along. Join us back in about 20 minutes. We might have booked up a bit, probably not. And we'll do our post match show. So,
like the fucking video and subscribe. Fucking laters.
Yeah, please.
Like the video, and I'll see you in a bit.